Welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. And oh, what a wet Thursday night it is here on The Sports Hub. But you know what? You can hang out with us. You know the number, 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well, youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. Boom, I see Tommy Boy in there, Jack Seaside. It's just real easy to do. You can log in, you can chat into the show, and I like to read all the stuff. And you can also be a part of the show. I like to read them and say them right over the air. We're going to preview tomorrow night's USA matchup in the World Cup, which continues today with some other games as well. But it's Australia and Team USA tomorrow, 3 o'clock. So we'll be your post-game show tomorrow for that game, and we'll have a bunch of soccer analysts on the show tonight as well. We can talk about the Red Sox, and we'll start there, and we'll get into some rankings. I know the Ringer came out with the top players, top 100 list in the NBA. We'll get into that, and it seems like the Giannis stuff is slowing down a little bit on the Celtics side. We got all that for you throughout the night tonight, and of course, Skaz is back there. I see intern Derek, Street Team Joe also as well. So where do we start tonight? I mean, you just have to with the Red Sox, and I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do that. There's so much negatives that I guess I'll start with a positive. The Red Sox battled back tonight, down 3-0 today, I should say. They were down 3-0. And, it's funny. Early on in the game, I had Felger and Maz on. I was home on my television. And then I was like, let me kick it over to the Sox for a second. They were down 2-0, and I said, it's over. One more run, forget it. But the positive today is they did battle back. They were down 3-0. They lost 4-3. Savage for the Blue Jays was great. He looked like he was about to throw a no-hitter. The Red Sox offense looked like it wanted to just end, like they're ready for summer. They want themselves a summer. And you thought it was just another bad homestand, right? Worst home team in Major League Baseball. But a little bit quieter of a loss, yet they found another way to lose. How many different ways has this team found ways to lose this year? Which I'll get into in a second here. But they've extended their losing streak now to 4 games. Another home sweep by another divisional opponent. Yeah, they showed fight, but that right there, home sweep, divisional opponent. Terrible when down in games, even though they battled back today. But unlike the first 2 games of the series, where the Red Sox had so many chances, 1 for 24 with men in scoring position. They left 26 guys on base. It was horrific. And they did it again today. They were mowed down all day long. They couldn't even get guys on base today. Blue Jays got that early lead, as I told you. And Savage was just making quick work of the Red Sox. He retired 18 of his first 19 hitters today. He allowed just 2 hits for the first 7 innings. Vomit. The Red Sox were lifeless. Lifeless. But back-to-back home runs. IKF, Caleb Durbin, 3-3 game. Whoa, what is this? A comeback by the Red Sox? Showing some fight? Not just giving in? Did you feel that today? Because I thought about it for a second. I went, whoa, they might care after all. 3-3 game again. Connor Falefa, his 2nd home run of the year. Caleb Durbin, his 4th. Did you know that it was his first Fenway Park home run? So it's 3-3, and what do? They go to Aroldis Chapman, who's lights out, right? He's just when you get it to Chapman, nothing to worry about. Leadoff single. Then he gets 2 quick outs. And a foul ball in territory. And it was the windy out there. And let me tell you, it was tornado warnings today, if you didn't notice. I just got stuck in a little bit of a rainstorm. But it was windy out there today over at Fenway Park. And Connor Wong it was the wind. He couldn't get it. He couldn't catch the ball. Valenzuela's bat continued. And, he hit the 9th pitch of the at-bat off the Green Monster. And the Jays took the lead. So, Red Sox come up in the bottom of the ninth inning, right? Wilyer Abreu, Wilson Contreras, Jarren Duran. The three best options the team has to tie the game or win the game. And what happens? They go down in Red Sox fashion. They saw 6 total pitches. 6 total pitches. And I'm just talking about the offense and the reliever that everyone depends on. Sonny Gray, another quality start, right? 7 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits, struck out 4. Strong outing, yeah. Got hit early, but the offense could do nothing for him. And Vlad Guerrero went deep. Nathan Lucas went deep. Good thing there were only solo home runs. But the Red Sox found another way to lose. You know, whether it's their defense or also getting thrown out at home. Tonight, it was, well, with their arguably their best active pitchers, and you couldn't make it out for them. You know, when it comes to Sonny Gray, 13 starts, 69 innings, 3.12 ERA. Right? He's 6 innings in 8 of his outings this year. They're 9-4 in games that he started. You could make an argument he's got an all-star case. He certainly would be attractive for a trade to some sort of contender. But they found another way to lose. They came back, closer on the mound. They can't make a play. They no-show once again on 6 pitches. Please make it stop. Please make it stop. I gave a date last night. I put a line in the sand. Because today I would like to put the line in the sand. But I have a date. And it's not pretty. And we'll get into more in the Red Sox. I know. We just had the baseball hour. Joe, you're killing me. Please talk about something else. Yes, I will. And you know that's what we do on the show. But I need to let it resonate how bad it is. Like today, they looked lifeless. They showed fight. Sonny Gray's been a good pitcher, and Aroldis Chapman's been great. But you couldn't catch a foul ball? That's how you lost? And then when you had your best hitters at the plate, you saw 6 pitches? It's bad. It's bad. And it's over. And I would like it to stop. 617-779-0985. You can join us on YouTube as well. Currently watching the Canada Cutter game right now. Somebody looks devastated, and I'm wondering what's going on there. We'll break. We got more next. And, Sonny Gray, not having one of his sunny days. We'll have that and more next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More.
I'm just going to speak for myself. We suck. That's the way I took it. Not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Just my personal opinion as a 36-year-old guy, he is. I came here to be a top-of-the-line rotational guy. Some people thought I was the number 2, even though they spent $130 million on Ranger Suarez. I'm having a good year. I'm having quality starts. I have high strikeouts. I came back when I wasn't healthy. And the team can't hit. Now, the one thing I will say this year is in games when he starts, the team is very good. Like, where would they be without Sonny Gray this year? I know their hitting sucks, but let's be realistic. What would they be without the good pitching they have? They might be the worst team ever. No, the worst. Okay, now I need to know the worst team ever, Skaz, or I'm going to put Street Team Joe to work. I need to know the worst team ever over 162 games. Not like 150 or 55 like they played years ago. Worst team ever. Was it the White Sox recently? Had to be, right?
Yeah, it was 2024. They had 41 wins, I believe.
And now they have, one guy with 40 home runs already. They have all those young prospects that they traded for Garrett Crochet for.
The White Sox were 41 and 121.
Woof, but they were tanking. They did that on purpose. They were that bad. They weren't like, this roster's way more talented than that team. Way more. Most of these guys have more success than those guys.
Certainly spent a lot more money than that team did.
Yeah. Looking at the White Sox this year. Okay, yeah. You know the White Sox are 38 and 34 this year? I wouldn't have expected that. And didn't they get one of the Japanese pitcher? Was it the first baseman? I'm trying to remember who it was.
Yes. Murakami, I think. They call him the Southside Samurai, I believe, and he just hits absolute tanks.
What a nickname.
Yeah, unbelievable nickname.
The Southside Samurai?
Love it.
Oh! That's a great nickname if you need it. Oh! What would be one for the Fens? Or like the Charles River Monster? I don't know. There's nobody on the roster that does that. But anyways, Sonny Gray didn't have one of his sunny days. Not good for him. The team was lifeless once again. The series was kind of a, what's the word? Give me another word outside of faceplant.
A dud?
Yeah, it was a dud. But, like, did they just kind of keel over?
They're playing dead, but they actually are dead, Joe. That's the problem.
So they're dead.
Season's over.
And they're playing like zombies is what you're telling me?
I'm not even watching at this point, so I couldn't even really comment.
I told you, I'd rather have watched Felger and Maz's radio show on the television than watch the Red Sox today.
There's a lot of things I would rather do than watch the Red Sox right now.
I did watch our friends Matt McCarthy, Keegan Stiefel, and Manny Del Carmen.
As a good company man would, Joe.
I did put them on after the game. So, dude, they were loaded with phone calls with people, like, pissed off fans.
Well, there shouldn't be any other kind of Red Sox fans right now.
So, I gave you a date, Skez.
Under, Joe, is my answer.
I said June 28th. June 28th. I'll ask Derek and Joe, too. June 28th is my line of demarcation. It's after a Yankees series. If they're 20 games under 500, I gave the over or under on that one. Actually, it was 19.5 was the number. Will they be over or under 19.5 games under 500? And I'll do it again for those that didn't hear it yesterday. They're now 14 games. They're 29 and 43.
I can see them getting to 35 and 55. I can see that happening. 35 and 55? I can see it, Joe. It's on the horizon.
35 and 55.
You said 20 games under, right?
So 19.5 is the answer. That is the question. Will the Red Sox be over or under 19.5 games at June 28th? So let me go over the schedule real quick. All right. And again, you can call in 617-779-0985. They fly. You know what they're doing right now? They're flying in a tornado because the rain and the roads are crazy. Maybe the sky isn't. But they go to Seattle, ho-hum, Seattle, for a West Coast road trip that's coming up. Seattle, by the way, just, in first place, a playoff team. Let's just, So they'll have 3 games in Seattle. Can they win 1 or 2 of those games?
I would say no.
So they'll lose 3.
Probably.
So that's 7. You're now 17 games under 500. On Monday, June 22nd, they play a 3-game road trip in Colorado. Colorado stinks.
It's a basement battle right there.
It's it's the toilet bowl. It's the toilet bowl. The 2 worst teams in baseball battle it out to find out who doesn't suck more. 29-43 of the Red Sox right now. The Rockies, 28-47. What's their run differential? I'm just kind of curious. Runs scored, 344. The Red Sox, 282. So the Rockies score more runs than the Red Sox. Well, they play in that,
You should look at the Rockies' run differential, Joe. Before this, I just don't want you to.
It's minus 90.
Yeah, do you know what the Red Sox is?
It's like 13.
13. So they both suck. The Rockies just suck a little more.
But does the run differential of 70 matter?
No, not really. It just shows that the Red Sox find ways to lose games. They're really good at losing games, like exceptionally good at never coming back in baseball games, being massively incompetent.
1 in 39. Hey, guys, what's 1 in 39? Like, what's the Joe math on that?
I can tell you, Joe, it's low. I can tell you that.
So we're doing 39 divided by 1? Is that the Joe math we're doing right now? Would that be 3.9% of the time? I'm trying to. Now I'm really messing up here. That would be 0.25. So wow, it's bad. It's bad. When they lose a game, they have a 3% chance of winning it when they're down 2 runs or more. I don't know how my math is. Someone might have to check that on me. Anyways, today they fell on their faces. Suck again. We suck again. What's the temperature of Craig Breslow's seat right now? Is it warmer than it was today? Today was what, like an 80-degree day?
I mean, what more do they need to see at this point, Joe?
They scored just 4 runs in 27 innings against Toronto. They're 12-25 at home. They're 4-10 in June. They're 6-17 against the American League East. They've been swept at home 3 times so far. That's embarrassing. Didn't the homestand start well with wins over Texas? So they win 2 in Texas and lose 4 in a row. And now they go to Seattle. Ranger Suarez tomorrow night. Connolly early, Peyton Tolley. Will they be 20 games under 500 by June 28th? And again, you're 14 games right now. You're playing a playoff team the next 3 games. You get Colorado. It's 6 games. Can you split? Because if you split, you're still down 14. If you don't win the series, now you're down 15 games. If you lose, now you're down 16. And then you'll play the Yankees in a 4-game series. 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and you're 16 games under 500. If you get swept, it's 20. I would probably say that they go under 19 and a half. Right now, Skaz, I'm at under 19 and a half. But it's close. If they're 18 games back on June 28th, they come home. They get the Nationals for 3. Before that, though, those little 3 games there with Washington, they need to make a decision before they put anybody on a plane for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-game road trip. He ain't making that.
It'll be just like one of my sunny days.
That's right. Which Street Team Joe's confused because he thought that one of the sunny days was actually a bad thing. But in the end, it was a good thing because it helped Ben Affleck. Because when she said it, that's how he knew that there was trouble and not to come over there.
Street Team Joe says you're messing this up, and he'll clarify later.
What am I messing up? The sunny days was a bad thing. I'm making it like a good thing because in the end, it was a good thing. It made a bad thing good. She bailed him out. Right?
You guys can have this discussion.
No, she bailed him out. She's like, I really want you to come over. It'd be like one of my sunny days. And then he knew, I ain't going over there. And then he left a nasty message on the detective's car.
Is that Mr. Ham?
Yeah, bad. You know, I haven't done that in a long time. I got to tell a story about a Poison concert.
I think.
Can I save that for
tell
music?
The story?
I didn't say it on the air, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was another elevator story, I believe.
Yeah. Well, musings. I got a bunch of musings tonight. We'll save those. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I've been yapping it up here. Let's talk to some of you guys. I know some people want to react to tonight's game. So let's get to it. Let's start with Sean. He's in Marlboro. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, Joe? So, hey, really quick math tip. 1 out of 39, round it to 1 out of 40. 40 times 2.5 is 100, so it's 2.5-ish.
2.5, yes.
That's just a quick way to do math. Yeah, 1 divided by 39, yeah, you're not doing that.
Yeah, well, help me out with that math one more time again.
All right. 39 is close enough to 40.
Yep.
40 times 2.5 is 100.
40 times 2.5 is 100, so that's how we get to 2.5 out of the 1.
So then you multiply 1, yes. So you multiply 1 by 2.5, so it's 2.5 out of 100, so 2.5%.
So 2.5, yep, because I had 2.56 and change, which would be
like you don't have to be exact, so you could just round it. It's kind of like a tip, like a bill. If you get a check. Yeah. Move the decimal 1 and multiply by 2.
Normally what I do is let's say it's a $70 bill, right? I'll do 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 15.
Yeah.
That's like 20-something%.
Yeah.
That's right?
Yeah.
Thank
Something
you.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, Joe Math.
What did my comment say? Because I don't even remember what I called about.
What did he call about Derek? Do you remember? He doesn't remember anymore. I don't know. How you doing? How's the road, dude?
You got me.
It's the Joe. You got Joe Math.
I was just inside during a storm, but I don't even remember what I called about now. What were you talking about?
It was
before the math?
teams with worse records than the Red Sox.
Yes. So, Joe, I would say calling this Red Sox team one of the worst teams ever is a bit of an overreaction. They've been without Crochet the whole season, basically, and they still are. There's 3 teams with worse records this year, so I would say pump the brakes on comparing them to the worst team ever.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, no. Hey, just so you know, Sean, you're probably right. I probably should pump the brakes, but
you can hate on this team all you want.
Yeah.
Calling them historically the worst team ever, it's probably a bit much.
It's probably factually wrong, but I just want you to know, Sean, that I speak in hyperbole, and I appreciate you calling me to say, hey, Joe, a little bit of a stretch there, but I wanted to resonate how bad they are, though. So I'll exaggerate it.
Oh,
do you want me to round it? Want me to round up the 2.56 to 3?
How about calling it one of the most unwatchable teams ever? That's more palatable.
See, my thing is that are they really? Listen, I work over at Ness, and the ratings don't suck. Are they really that? Is it horrible to watch? Is it because they've been entertaining? I think they've been entertaining.
I don't know. I got back into baseball. I was the first person to call the show to complain about ownership years ago.
What happened?
He was the first guy to call the show to complain about ownership years ago.
Oh, so you didn't like that? I did not hang up on you, Sean.
Throw your arm out, patting yourself on the back, bud. I mean, how many people have called in and complained about ownership? It's the laziest thing to do.
Remember I said this year?
What did we say, Joe? You can't call in and complain about ownership. I'm holding him to your standard, Joe.
When the year started, I said, you can't call this show. And when you talk about the team, say ownership. Because here's the deal. Ownership did hire Craig Breslow. That happened. So we know that, right? We all know and established the owner hired Craig Breslow. But the owner does spend money. The owner did spend money. It's just the guy that's in charge can't do his job. Nobody wants to work for him, and nobody wants to work for him. So it's kind of a pretty crappy situation.
Hey, that's putting it nicely, Joe.
And the thing is now is go. No. Canada decided to score goals today, huh? Remember I said they were just a hockey team? Anyways, my whole point is if they're not firing Craig Breslow, they're hanging him out to dry. You know why? Because it's like a bulletproof vest. It's like you're about to get whacked. It's like the warden in Shawshank, right? He knew they were coming for him. He heard the sirens. He saw the other sergeant get taken away there. He knew it, dude. And then he saw the old Bible line because he used to use it on the inmates, remember? And it happened to him. At some point, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know, guys. I was going somewhere with the warden to
I was letting you cook, Joe, as the kids would say.
The warden found his own demise. Maybe I'll compare it more to Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft said, I made a mistake hiring Gerard Mayo. And didn't we all say, thank you, Robert? And didn't he say, we're going to get it right?
How many times have the Red Sox had to do just that, though? That's kind of the problem.
Well, the only reason why they got a pass in the past, Skaz, was because they'd win the championship the next year after being the worst team.
Yeah, that was what? How long ago now?
12 to 13. Yeah. You're right. 13 years ago. Dude, let's make no mistake about it, all right? For the people who want to talk about the ownership, I actually gave this take and everyone hated it, but it's true. They put most of their assets into Liverpool. The owner's around, but their investment group is basically through Liverpool. They make all their money there. And yeah, he's not well liked there. I still think John Henry's a good owner. I'm not saying that because I work there. I think he's a good owner. He hired a bad guy. Not a bad human. He hired a guy that basically he thought with these new plans, with Driveline, with the new pitching stuff, smart guy from Yale, who Theo even said, hey, this could work out. It isn't. And I think it stems from Alex Cora having control. And now that Cora doesn't have control, the whole thing is falling apart. And Breslow, it's bad. But the roster, although it is somewhat of a minor league roster, there's about, I don't know, we last night, 10 guys, right? 10 guys we found out were a part of the top 100 trading list or whatever it was. There's talent on this roster. It's not working. And I don't know why Breslow's still here, but the way I look at it is shots are being fired, and I think Sam Kennedy is putting Breslow to take all the bullets because then it will be him who takes all the bullets. And until that happens, then it will be ownership who takes all the bullets. So once Breslow goes down, Kennedy's next, and then you'll be on the right path. Right, Justin? How you doing?
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
I'm all right.
I just want to say that this roster is not bringing up to the capabilities, Joe. And that's the biggest problem that I see with this team right now. If they're not playing up to their capabilities, and I'm going to say this, it's not on the owners, it's on the roster, the way this roster is. And that's the biggest problem to me. Yes, they do have talent, but they're not playing to their capabilities.
Yep. Absolutely right, Justin.
Yep.
Who do you think should take over, Justin?
I think Billy Bean should take over.
Oh, he heard that last night.
I like Billy Bean.
I got some names for you, though, Justin. I'll tell you guys in a little bit. I think I'm over the Billy Bean thing. I think I just said it out of the blue last night. What was that, a parrot in the background there, Justin? Did you hear that?
I don't know what was going on in the background there.
I should ask his dad. Do they have a parrot?
How would I know what Justin and Lynn's got at home, Joe?
Did you ever know anyone who had a parrot?
Oh, I think one of my dad's friends had I don't know if they were parrots, but they were like the little guys. Parakeets, maybe?
Dude, one of the vacation spots I stay at has a parrot. I don't know if they remember me or not. Do you think they do?
The parrot or the place?
The parrot. Oh, the place remembers me. But I don't mess. Dude, you know what? I don't mess with the parrot.
Well, no, I would. I hope
not. No.
Talkative?
Some people will see a parrot and walk right up to it and be like, "Hey, buddy, like, what's up, man?" And like, whatever. When I see the parrot, I don't acknowledge the parrot. You know why? Because he wants me to acknowledge him. And maybe he could like start saying the things that I say and start messing with me. I don't mess with birds, and I don't mess with cats. Cats are super smart, dude. They could destroy you. We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub.
The Giannis stuff's quieting down a little bit. So I'm starting over with this whole thing. I originally said, this is what I said. All right, I don't know if you hear it. You listen to all the other shows and we're here, and then, you never know who says what. Because callers will tell you that they were the first ones to tell us. I'm not going to tell you I was the first. I'm just going to tell you what my initial thought was. My initial thought was that the Celtics were going to sit down with Jaylen Brown. And they were going to say, hey, Jaylen, we love you, man. You're contract eligible, extension eligible. Do you want to be here? Do you want to be here long term? And just ask him. Do you want to be here long term? Just ask. And if Jaylen Brown says, yes, I want to be here long term, great. We'll give you the extension. Anything else? Anything you want to say to us? Anything else you want to get? Do you want a no trade clause? Like, what do you want? Oh, the trade kicker is in there. Don't worry. That's in there. But you want to be here? Yes. Okay, great. Here's the extension. If he doesn't want to be here, you either say, all right, we don't have to extend you this year. We can trade you and then you can, or we can extend you and then trade you. There's multiple things you can do. But that's it. Don't make it more difficult than it has to be. Does Jaylen Brown want to be here? If he says yes, you give him the extension. It's really easy. It's really easy. If he doesn't want to be here, that's the next story. Then you got to think of an alternative plan. Is the alternative plan Giannis? Is the alternative plan acquiring Giannis and then trading Jaylen? That's where I'm at. That's where I always thought I was at. And to me, I think Jaylen Brown wants to stay here, but I do feel, though, at times, he might feel slighted for the simple fact that his name is involved. And in a way, what else does he have to do? He's great on the court. He's won a championship. He's won a finals MVP. He is awesome in the city. He's just an awesome representation of an athlete in Boston. He actually goes on public platforms, although you don't like it, he at least goes on there. I think he's almost like the perfect Boston athlete. I think he's the perfect Boston athlete. Does he want to be here? And in his defense, what hasn't he done to stay here? But Boston is starting to get worried that Jaylen Brown's name is being brought up too much. Could Jaylen Brown request a trade if Boston can't get this Giannis deal done? It's starting to sound ugly. I read that somewhere today. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. What's ugly is trying to negotiate with Giannis. That might be what's ugly. We'll pick this up later here on the show at 617-779-0985. We were talking Red Sox a little bit. We're going to do a ton of soccer talk. Canada is just put an ass whooping on Qatar. So maybe they heard me talk crap about them the other day. Anyways, Matt is in Georgetown. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, Bernie. How you doing?
Good. So I love the show. You got a lot of great takes, but I heard something a few minutes ago that's got me befuddled.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So in the same breath, you said that the Fenway ownership group is primarily invested in Liverpool, but you think that John Henry is a good owner.
I think John Henry's a good owner because he's won how many? 4 World Series since he's taken over?
He's won, but he spends in spurts. They go all out to get the fans in, and then they sell away all their assets, tank for a few years. They know they'll sell the tickets. When they have a market where they could remain, I know everyone's said it a million times before, but they treat it as a business rather than a sports team.
You're right.
That's all.
I don't.
Thank you.
Hey, no, don't hang up. Don't hang up.
All right.
I don't disagree with anything you said. But what can you do?
I mean, we can't do anything. I just don't know how a great owner would invest heavily in a different team in another league.
Well, I mean,
on a different continent.
Matt, Just take being from here and being upset about what's going on with the Red Sox. Liverpool makes way more money. Way more money.
No, and I get it from a business standpoint, but I don't care about Liverpool.
I'm not defending them. Listen, I'm not defending them. I'm just telling you what I think is going on. I think that they make so much money from Liverpool. That's probably their biggest investment, where the Red Sox aren't their biggest investment anymore. And that sucks for you. It sucks for you. It sucks. It does. It sucks for all of us. But what they need to do is realize what, the Red Sox are and what they mean to people in this town. And, having a museum as like your home ballpark and you're the worst team in baseball, that's embarrassing. So I think he hears that stuff. I think they hear that stuff. But I just want to ask you, who is the person to take... John Henry is the owner, but other people run the team. Sam Kennedy and Craig Breslow are running the team. They suck. That's just a fact. We don't need to tell anybody, defend that. Who takes over? Give me a name. Do you have a name?
I mean, I can't give you a name, but I could point to the Celtics, who have won far less the past 20 years. But I'd say the ownership group over there, at least until recently, seemed to give a damn about the team, and they were willing to spend.
Until recently, you said. Well, do you know last year they gave up going for a championship to get under the threshold? Yeah,
but they spent like crazy, and Wick was a fan. It was good to see. I don't really know that John Henry's a fan of the team. I don't think that most owners are.
But I feel like the Celtics analogy is bad. What if they're moving on from Jaylen Brown because of money?
I don't think that's why they're doing it. I think they're doing it because they just got bounced.
I don't know either. I'm just saying, it's hard to match apples to apples with the Celtics and what's going on with their ownership. Hey, listen, we've come to the problem. When are they going to make the Red Sox a priority again? They're not right now.
Yeah, that's all.
No, it sucks.
I just wanted to.
But my whole thing is, what are we going to do about it? People still going to the games. People are still selling out Fenway. What do you do? And the people who are pissed and they're trying to boycott it, well, all the people that are from out of town go to Fenway anyways. They got us by the balls. Dude, they got us by the balls.
I know they do.
And what do you do?
I don't think that makes...
And if you boycott it, you're just one less person that's on the train. That's all it is.
Yeah. I just don't know how it makes him a good owner. I know they got results in the past here and there, and he spends...
Can I tell you why?
Can
I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because you can put out a crap product and still sell the place out every night, and people show up.
That means you got good fans, not a good owner.
Ooh, good debate.
But all right. It was nice talking to you, Joe.
No. I like that one. You should talk to your buddies at the golf course or the bar about that.
I will.
Is it about good fans or is it about good ownership?
I think it's the fans, Joe.
I don't think the fans I don't think people at the game are actually you and I.
I don't know. You've been to the bleachers. I'm sure you've seen it out there. When I was in
my 20s. Now I go once a year and I'm sitting with the Legends booth, baby.
Yeah, well, it's a tough economy. I'm not sitting in the Legends booth.
Me either, dude. I'm going for free with Nesson, or I get tickets from somebody else.
Well,
plus I work nights.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice.
What's in Georgetown? What's going on there?
We don't got a lot going on over here. We got golf courses.
Yeah. You've been to Old Newbury before?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, follow me on socials. You'll see me there.
All right. I heard you a couple weeks ago. You were talking about Clamorama.
Yeah, I'm doing a Clamorama.
You get out? You do it yet?
No. I'm going to. I'm going to start in the Cape and then go North Shore.
All right. You got to get out to J.T. Farnham's.
Yeah, Farnham's.
In Essex.
Yeah, I've been there. That's my spot. I like Farnham's better than Woodman's. I go to C.K. Pearl, too. And I love Choate Bridge. Those are my spots.
Yeah, Choate Bridge is all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, Joe. It was nice talking to you.
Okay. We agree to disagree, but we agree on claims.
Yeah, we do. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Those Georgetown guys, I don't know. It's Georgetown, guys. Busting the balls of people that they don't understand that are listening. All right, guys, we should go to break, huh? We got some footy talk. Footy! Soccer. This hour of the sports has been brought to you by Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the course or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. Frankie of Boston Prolotherapy. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We're going to do some footy talk coming up in a little bit. That means soccer. Revolution midfielder Jackson Yueill will join us shortly. Of course, the Revs season's on pause, but they're 8-5-1, fourth in the Eastern Conference. They're off until July 22nd, but they love the World Cup. And we're going to talk some footy with him coming up in a bit. And then later on, we got our buddy Michael Raimondi in studio. I guess he's a Waltham guy. Do you think he's going to bring us anything from Waltham? I think that was the rule, right? If you're going to be a guest, he might not know that.
Joe, I don't think we ever made that a rule.
I made a rule. It's an unofficial rule, like baseball, unofficial. But if you're going to be a visitor, you bring something. What would you like? Carl's? Maybe a Chateau toasted ravioli? Maybe a prime chicken Caesar wrap, guys, for you? What else is out here? And a pickle is still open. 99. It's a lot of Chipotle. A lot of options in the area. Market Basket. I love those wings. But anyways, Jackson Yueill will join us, and then Michael Raimondi later on tonight here on the show. Hey, we've been talking a lot. Celtics. The Red Sox ownership. One thing we didn't get to yet is Paul, what he wants to talk about. What's going on, Paul?
Joe Murray, how are you tonight?
How you doing?
I'm fabulous, Joe. I'm a big boned brother as well. You're my spirit animal. Love you, buddy.
BBB, big bone brother.
That's right.
Feel you.
So yeah, hey, two quick things. I just wanted to touch off on Patrice getting the number retired.
Yes,
absolute class act. 20 plus years, just well deserving, and couldn't be any happier for him getting up in the rafters. If anyone deserves it, it's certainly Patrice.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely agree. And I don't know. I wonder what night it will be. Like, would they do it against like Toronto because he had the comeback against them and they owned him? That'd be kind of a good one, right? Like when Toronto comes to town, maybe they'll do it that night.
Yeah, Toronto or Montreal, an original six.
Ooh, yeah, and he's from. And
hits there,
and you're right, he's from there, so maybe that's.
Yeah, or maybe even better against Vancouver. Just winning all around against them.
Yeah, and they have the number 2 pick. They were supposed to get the number 1 pick, but somehow Toronto got that. I'm still trying to figure that out.
That's pretty solid. And hey, I did want to say too, I went to SmackDown down in Providence a couple of weeks ago. First time in like 30 years. Brought my kid for the first time. Fabulous time. If anyone hasn't gone, I highly suggest it.
Dude, so I go as like an adult and I love it, right? Like I take it in. But for the kids, dude, it's awesome. There's tons to cheer about, right? There's things to do. There's this guy. There's signings. You can meet people out in the corridors. But
and my kid doesn't watch wrestling, so it was a true first experience for him. Him and four of his little buddies. It was amazing. We booed, we yelled. It was excellent. And
the Patriots were there.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, Kyle Williams was there. Yeah, if you search it, Patriots at Providence SmackDown, you'll see the video. They show them all, and it's Kyle Williams holding the Patriot belt. Oh, the other guy was Braden Swinson was holding a belt. The guy that hit Drake May in practice to end it.
Yeah, that was awful though. They had a squash match at the beginning for the Saturday Night Live taping with Jordan Grace.
Oh yeah, Jordan.
It was tough, man. They give her some pretty bad spots. Not good, Joe.
Dude, she is a specimen, huh?
She's massive.
What I mean by she's a beautiful person. I just mean it as she's a bodybuilding figure. And yeah, it's sad that that's where they put her. But you know what though? They do that because she's still under that TNA contract, and I think it's probably contractual, man.
Fair.
Yeah.
Joe, can I give one food hit real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm in Blackstone.
Yeah.
Good Stuff Smokehouse. I know they advertise. They have the fattest thing on the menu. I haven't brought myself to get it yet, but they have fried chicken skins with a white gravy sausage dip.
Good Stuff Smokehouse.
Blackstone, Mass.
Where's BT's? Is that near you too?
BT Small. I want to say that might be Medway-ish.
Okay, all right, but good. I've never been to Good Stuff. If they are an advertising,
the bird ends, you guys plug them. It's well worth the drive. I know you're more of the other shore type of guy, but
no, dude. I travel for food. They have 50-cent wings too, huh?
They do. They
Ooh.
do, and they got those. They're like the pork wings, on the little rib there.
Yeah.
The burn ends are fabulous. It's us. It's great, Joe.
God, where would I ever go to Blackstone?
On your way to Providence.
Joe, it's about 15 minutes from my house. We'll have you down.
Good stuff?
Yeah, probably 20, 25.
In. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
You got it.
All right, take care. So 15 minutes from you?
Blackstone's, it's right down the road from me, Joe.
Why do I feel
I've driven by this place. I've not been, but if you're hyping up the burn ends, I might be going this weekend.
Is it near Bally's?
A little bit the other way, but not too far.
Okay, all right. I have to go there soon. Of course, Bally's. Pick of the night. Should I do my Bally's pick of the night right now? Should I go draw or Mexico, Skaz? What would you do? Draw plus what even money is Mexico right now? I'm thinking draw.
Joe, I mean, the only thing I will say is this game is playing at the Azteca, I believe, or in Guadalajara. I'm not sure, but it's a home game, Joe. And Mexico looked pretty good in their first game. Now, South Korea is a solid team. A couple names you'll recognize, but draw. You want to go draw, Joe? I'd rather draw with you on this one.
But Mexico is.
They are the home team. I just worry about
What about
the crowd?
What about the pressure? Playing at home. What about both teams to score?
In on that.
All right, let's do that. Bally's pick of the night. Both teams to score in the Mexico game. That comes up at 9 o'clock. Let me give you the odds on that again. Bally's Lincoln in Rhode Island. Go to Bally'sLincoln.com. They got 4,000 table slots, 100 table games. And, well, they got it all there. Both teams to score minus 115 right now. Let's lay it on the line, baby. All right. There's your pick of the night. We will talk we'll talk a little footy coming up with Jackson Yueill. Let me just take one more call. Brian's in Holbrook. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Joe. So I got a quick John Henry take, and then I do have a pizza thing for you after. But, you were saying about with the caller before the last segment, you guys were talking about John Henry, if he's a good owner or not. And maybe this is more of a fence-sitting thing, but why can't we just say he was a great owner, but he is no longer a great owner? It doesn't have to be – it's fluid. This has been over the course of 20 years, and when he got here, he hired the right people, and they made, obviously he was trying to win, and they were trying to break the curse, but hired the right people, Lakino running the team, Theo, and, post-2013 and definitely post-COVID, he has not hired the right people. They haven't been as invested, and even if they're trying to do that Tampa Bay Rays smaller market thing, he hasn't hired the right people to manage a lower budget. So you can't say right now he's been a great owner. The ballpark's the ballpark. Like it's an attraction. I don't think it takes a genius to put the Truly deck out there, to get the college kids to want to go party in the bleachers. Like he was a great owner, hasn't been, for about 10 years.
I will take that. Thank you, sir. I will take that. And we have to go to break. Jackson Yueill is going to join us. We'll talk some footy. And then we already have our bet in for tonight. Both teams to score. Mexico, South Korea. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Well, we just watched Canada put up 6 goals on Qatar. 6. After I said that, well, maybe they're just a hockey program. No, they scored 6 goals today, 6-0. The score in that one will continue. The World Cup as it's ongoing, and of course we're looking forward to the big game tomorrow with Team USA and Australia. But let's go to the phones right now. I will welcome in an expert. He's Revolution midfielder Jackson Yueill joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Jackson, how's it going tonight?
Yeah, doing all right. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it, man. Soccer is we're going wild right now. Here on the night show, we've been watching all the games. We've been talking about everything. I know you've had some time off with the little break here for you. How you been approaching the last couple of weeks here with some time off?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I think a lot of the guys are used to, a full season and not having summer break. So I think it helps a lot of guys, recover after such a strenuous kind of beginning of the year. So, kicking on the feet, watching a lot of soccer, which is great. But some time to rest the body is much needed for me and a lot of the guys, and just enjoying the time, enjoying the ability to watch the World Cup right now.
You got it. Yeah, the Revs having a solid year, 8-5-1. And you guys are back in action on July 22nd. So good year for you guys with a new coach and a lot of young guys, veterans, etc. But I'm kind of curious. I mentioned the time off you had, and you were a part of the U.S. men's national team, and you helped win the CONCACAF Cup a couple of years ago, CONCACAF Cup. Do you get motivated watching this World Cup? Are you inspired by some of the stars that you're seeing? Like, do you get that FOMO of watching them play? And does it somewhat inspire you? And how are you enjoying the World Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think representing your country was such a privilege, and is such a privilege. Getting to play with a lot of those guys in a USA jersey was an incredible moment and something I'll always cherish. Watching the quality that, they're performing at and a lot of the teams have throughout this tournament is definitely an inspiring thing, being a part of the national team and not anymore. It's definitely like, okay, how do you get back to it? How do you raise your level to show that you can compete with these guys? Because, there are a lot of MLS players as well in the World Cup, and you get to watch them on the screen. And so, when games resume again, you're competing against this level. These guys will take that experience back. So definitely the motivation and the commitment, drive, what you want to be as a soccer player and what you want to accomplish is definitely heightened because of a tournament like this, and watching, the commitment everyone has to their country. They bring that back to their club teams, and that's something that you really take with you and try to express yourself as best as possible through that.
You were a standout at UCLA, and you were high draft picked in the MLS draft. So you've been around for a little bit. You're an experienced guy, and you played with a little. You got to put that USA jersey on. What have you thought about? What did you think? I thought the Team USA was incredible in the first half. I know maybe second half they just kind of tightened up a little bit, but overall, like, that might be the best I've ever seen Team USA. What were your thoughts on their first game?
Yeah, I think you see in a lot of the first group stage games is a little bit of tension. It's a little bit more of feeling the other team out. Sitting back. Possession here, possession there. And I think what the U.S. did really well is they went for it. They were super aggressive in the beginning of the game, and they didn't let off of that. So I think setting the tone was something that they needed to do, and I think they did that really well. I think the quality and, you saw a lot of nutmegs and skills and flicks, and I think that's something that gives them more confidence. When one guy can do it, the next guy tries to do it. And then when that pulls off, they keep going. And so I agree, it was one of my favorite games to watch of all those guys. I've always known they've all had that level, and, you saw it on display during that game. And, just keep being aggressive. That that mentality is super important for those guys. They're young, they're ambitious, they can run forever, and keep doing that, and I think they'll have a really, really good run here.
This again, I think it's one of the better teams I've seen. Do you think that they can go deep into this tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the big key for a lot of these tournaments is consistency. Obviously, you need depth because it's a long tournament. You're playing a lot of games, a lot of minutes. You're traveling in between, so you need your bench guys to also come in and make an impact. And I think they have a really, really good bench quality defensively and offensively. And then you need to perform. It's 90 minutes. You're on home soil. That's always an added boost to the stadiums, to the feeling, to the drive and motivation. And I think the display that they showed the first game, that's an indication of what they're capable of. I think they have a really good chance to make a really good run here.
I'm hoping. I think people around here, we want to root for a team, and I get it. Like I don't know. I'll just ask you this question. Think about we're on the flagship of the Patriots and the Celtics and the Bruins, right? So we have that casual fan that isn't really educated on whether MLS or even World Cup soccer for that matter. But do you take it personal when maybe people say, "Oh, yeah, the MLS competition's not the World Cup competition or Premier League or whatever"? Like, I don't know. Like, is there a little bit of a Team USA wanting to come together to show that they can compete with some of these big countries and that they have a good team too? Because I don't know, you've been around here for a while, man. Like, USA soccer is like on the upswing, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would watch Tyler Adams play. He plays Bournemouth in the EPL. You can just see he's got a chip on his shoulder. I think you keep hearing all of the guys on the roster keep saying, chip on my shoulder because of this or that. And I think that does play a big role. I think a lot of them do play in big teams now and in big leagues. Of course, there are also some MLS guys, which I think sometimes gets looked down upon, but there's a lot of great players in MLS. And I think those guys especially want to show that they can compete at that level and that MLS is coming up as well as, U.S. soccer is a big driving force in it, but MLS is also following suit with the local domestic players, coming through the academies, getting to the first team and, moving on to, bigger stages. And so there's definitely, I think for all, Americans in MLS and, abroad trying to show themselves and prove themselves that, we're here to compete at the global level in soccer. And, hopefully this is just a start and guys can keep showing the talent and quality that they have.
I like hearing that. We'll talk about Revolution midfielder Jackson Yueill. You have a teammate that is on the World Cup team, Matt Turner. What's it like playing with him, and do you think he'll get a start or at least some opportunity here in the World Cup?
Yeah, since he came in, obviously he's at the Reds beforehand, but when he came in halfway through the year last year, I think he really changed the locker room. He's just such a steady goalkeeper. He's gotten us a lot of points. Amazing character on and off the field. He's motivation and drive, commitment, leadership, technique, quality, it's all there. And you can see that every week for us here at the Reds. If obviously he's played a lot of games with the national team. And so on that stage, he was already played in World Cup. He's got a lot of experience at the club level. And, I think called upon, he's ready to show what he's got. And I think he'll be a vital role for this team throughout the World Cup.
Yeah, Jackson, I just kind of wanted to ask you, I don't know if you have any relationship with Poch or anything like that. I think American soccer fans are still a little maybe unfamiliar with him, but he does have this team, like you mentioned, flying around down there. But doing a little research on you, you played for Matias Almeida. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And so I know
3.5 seasons.
So I know you had quite a few coaches over in San Jose when I was doing some research, but it seemed like he was there a little longer than others, and he is a fellow Argentine. And just, as Americans, I think you look at Messi, you look at Argentina. What is it about, Mauricio Pochettino and kind of those guys who are football lifers that they bring, that he brought to San Jose, and, you're seeing, Pochettino bring to the men's national team?
Yeah, I think with all the coaches and players who are Argentine that I've been fortunate to play with and play under, it starts with that intensity. Their drive to win, I think, is unlike most countries and most players. Just the competitive nature and combat that they kind of go in and approach each game is something that's really impressive. I think you see a lot with the Argentine national team. What grit and difficulty they are to play against, as well as quality. And, I don't know Poch that much, but, based off of, under Matias, it's every training session, every opportunity, every moment in the game is life or death. You go in, you give everything for that moment. And when you do that enough times over a game, good things happen. So I'm guessing it's a very similar mentality to that approach. And, when you get the whole team under that system, and it seems to be, coming into fruition during this tournament, really, really great things happen, opportunities happens. And, it's just something really, really fun and exciting to watch.
All right, Jackson, I like talking to you because we had Eli Feingold on last week, which, I've interviewed Eli a bunch, so I have to ask him a million questions.
We got all these damn kids on.
Yeah, they're all kids. Peyton, we've had Peyton Miller, Brooklyn Raines, who's been in the league for how long? And he's how old? Right? So it's the Revs roster's kind of filled with, there's veterans, right? And Diego Fagundes came back, right? But there's guys who've been in the league for a while, but they're still young. And then there's young guys. And then yesterday I had a chance to talk to Sean Hughes, who, Harry Kane scoring goals, and he's in England, or, it was hilarious talking to everybody. But you think about your teammates, right, man? Where everybody's come from. The Revs is kind of an interesting group. Can you just tell us about what it's like playing with this group, new coach and all, just the new and somewhat different and same faces?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't consider myself old by any means, but I look at the locker and I'm wow, there are some. You guys make me feel very, very old. I think Peyton may have been 17 last year, and I was wow, what a specimen. I mean, just his ability, athleticism, and there are 5 or 6 other young guys who are training with us or sign homegrown deals where I'm looking at the same thing. I'm wow, you guys are mature. Your bodies, your brains are very, very mature compared to me at your age. So it's definitely interesting. And then, of course, you get some of the older guys, Diego, Farrell, Polster, Carlos. And so it is a pretty funny locker room to be a part of. But I think those older guys have been there for a long time. And so that core group, obviously the return of Matt Turner has been a big help as well. But, that core group, who have been and know what it's like to play for the Revolutions really help a lot of these young guys and, foreign guys coming in. And so you got a really interesting mix of players. And for Marco's system, we need to run, it's a very similar mentality as, coaches have had before, and probably same with the national team since he's kind of come from that, program. It's, it's tactical, technical ability, but also the work rate has to be there. Every training, every play. And so you need guys and youthful energy and, older experience, combination to kind of make it work. And I think you're seeing the gears start to tick a little bit better, as the season progressed for us. And so I can't be more grateful to be a part of this locker room. And, it's a really, really great mix of guys, young to old.
I can hear you. You sound like you're happy to be doing this, and you like your teammates. And before we let you go, I'll ask you, who do you think wins the World Cup? And is there anyone else? Is there anyone else you're looking to see? We know the big names, right? Mbappe, etc., Holland, all those guys. But is there anybody else that you know or you watched or played against that we should be watching for in the World Cup?
I mean, I have to go with the U.S. I mean, obviously, I want them to win. I think other teams that I've really enjoyed watching is obviously Argentina. You know, watching them play and Messi perform at this level is inspiring and very, very cool. You know, especially on U.S. soil. Apart from that, I mean, I think a lot of the teams, you know, France has a very, very dominant attack and very good team. But like, I think watching Morocco is very cool. You know, I think you see a lot of like Senegal, a lot of teams with a lot of quality who you kind of are rooting for because you're like, wow, they play really, really good soccer. And, you know, they're up against some of these, you know, big nations, but you're kind of rooting for them as well. So there's, I think a lot of teams, you know, the expansion a little bit helps that a little bit more. You know, you're watching Norway now. And so I think there's a lot of like fun teams, you know, Cape Verde, you know, I was able to have an old teammate from San Jose who plays for them, and watching him compete against Spain, I think is like one of the coolest things ever, you know, for him and for that whole fan base and country. And so I think there's a lot of cool teams and a great spectacle to be had in this World Cup, but I'll have to go with rooting for the U.S., of course.
All right, man. By the way, I think it was Peyton Miller who said he eats 9 pancakes before every game. Which do you have any kind of weird things, or no, I shouldn't say weird. Do you have any do you have like a kind of like a routine before on game day?
Well, I think he got like pancakes banned for us, but unfortunately.
For real? Wait, for real? You guys don't have pancakes anymore?
No more pancakes.
Whoa! What the?
I don't.
Yeah, I am sure there's more of a story. You don't have to share it. I know. Oh my God, a pancake ban with the Revs. What's that all about?
I know. Everyone loved the pancakes, but now I'm. Unfortunately, I think maybe when I was younger, I had a little bit more, but pretty dialed in. You know, it's a pretty normal routine of. You know, I chat with a lot of nutritionists, and you know, we have a lot of great resources here at the Revs, but unfortunately, not anything too crazy on my pre-game ritual. You know, pretty normal stuff for me. Unfortunately, no pancakes though.
All right. Well, before I let you go, there's a guy. He's one of my best friends. He's the PA announcer. His name is Mike Riley. We call him Sarge, but he's the guy who's like, "Welcome to Gillette Stadium." You know, and I'm trying to sound like him, but that's Mike. He's my guy. And he's got the best intro ever, and he says he loves you and big fan of what you do for the team, man. So I wanted to pass that along. And I appreciate your time tonight, your insight, dude. Hey, are you living in the city? Are you seeing all the Scots everywhere?
I'm actually just outside of the city, but I mean, my Instagram page is full of them, and you know, it's very, very cool to see. I mean, it's really quite a spectacle. I mean, that's the beauty of, I think, the sport, and you know, the World Cup is. You know, integration into other cultures and everything, and you know, they get to see a little bit of Fenway and how Boston is like, and I think they're really, really enjoying it over here.
Well, now we have to give out your Instagram, Jackson Yueill 14. Now you just got a follow from me, and you're about to get a follow from thousands of listeners here on 98.5 The Sport. Revolution midfielder Jackson Yueill. Appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the time off, and good luck when you guys get back in July.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, man. That's Jackson Yueill, everybody. Revolution midfielder. Started in UCLA, and then I liked him.
You can come on anytime, Joe.
Good answer.
UCLA to San Diego, not a bad start there.
He was the number 7 overall pick in the MLS draft. That would be good, right?
I would say very good. He also played with who was before, I would say, MLS really did, you know, jump to the second level. Probably like considered record-wise the greatest goal scorer in MLS history, Chris Wondolowski.
Wondolowski, yeah. I should have asked about him.
He missed that chance. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm fascinated by Poch and kind of the Argentinian style and all that and his influence. And there were some things he said there that just as an American soccer fan, he said combat.
Yeah, and he mentioned chip on shoulder.
Like just
there's certain guys who play that they want to prove that, like, you know, they belong in the international stage.
I think that's what they needed. And just hearing about how he kind of wiped USA Soccer clean, I love what I'm seeing so far, Joe.
It's worked. And you know what? Years ago, wasn't that the promise? Hey, we need to get younger. We got to start with the younger program and develop.
Well, Charlie Davies was kind of one of the first guys that was on that and said, play the young kids, you know?
Yeah, Charlie Davies was on. We're going to have him on soon.
He's the best.
Lives in Manchester. We got to go to the Puritan. Get some chicken fingers. Maybe he'll come in and bring them.
You put all this on the guest.
I'm putting a lot. You're right. If you're going to come here, you better bring something.
Poor Michael's driving over here sweating right now.
No clue. There was a tornado on my way here. Did you know that?
I drove here too, Joe.
Dude, that was like the craziest rain I've seen in a long time.
Poor Derek, all the way from Hanson.
Is it a far ride for you? Who's got a further ride, Riley or him? I think you do.
Probably Riley.
Yeah, she's just over the New Hampshire border.
Probably very similar if I had to.
Because I can get to the brook in 40 minutes from my house. Sometimes 30. I ain't getting to Hanson that fast, though. When are you bringing some Venus pizza? We'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray here on the Sports
Hub.
I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
All right, it's in or out here on the Sports Hub. Right on time, 8:50.
A segment early, but yeah. Right on time.
And this hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the course or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. Frankie. We're going to have Michael Raimondi in studio from Fox 25, or is it Boston 25? I can't remember what it is anymore. But we'll have him in studio. So why don't we go to 9 o'clock? We'll do 10 minutes, Joe. Street Team Joe is here. I'm not going to start off with something that gets us off to a tangent. Let's get right into the in or outs tonight. What do you got back there, Scazzaroni?
All right, gentlemen, in or out on Thursday, June 18th already. Where do I want to start with you two gentlemen tonight? Why not start with some NBA? Ja Morant is a very likely option for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Are we in or out on Ja Morant to the Timberwolves?
I feel like him and Ant-Man would get into a fight.
What happened to Ja Morant?
He brought guns.
Well, I know that, but he was good. Now he's not good.
He became a risk. No, he's still good. Oh, I don't want Ja Morant. But if I was a team, I'd buy low on him.
But wasn't he like an MVP candidate a couple of years ago?
Do you know who I would know who like he should call him was like the Pacers? Or like Denver. Right? Get a third scorer that can kind of play with Murray and Jokic.
I guess I'm in on Ja Morant. You've convinced me. But I'm thinking of him in a Celtics uniform, and I don't see it.
He's a bad human.
Yeah. Him and Ant, if they could...
They'd fight.
But if they got along, that'd be a cool duo.
Yeah, hey, listen, I didn't think Rudy Gobert could get on track, and look what happened. So, in.
All right, gentlemen, this from the Hollywood Reporter earlier today. How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2 is officially in the works. Jim Carrey is in talks to return, and Ron Howard is set to direct. Are we in or out on How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2?
Ron Howard's doing it, huh? That sounds good. I'm in.
So the first Grinch is probably like my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I'm not sure a Grinch 2, like, where's the plot going to go here? He saves Christmas again?
I don't know, Joe. Maybe they'll make him evil.
Like, I'm just worried we're making this to me. Yeah, an evil Jim Carrey.
Evil Grinch.
But he's already evil.
You're a robber, Mr. Grinch.
Cindy Lou Who.
You're a mean one. I'll watch it, but I don't know what the plot is.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? No, you don't remember that.
Maybe you should make a Christmas album, Joe. What do you think?
We got time to think about that.
Next.
All right, gentlemen. Our friends over in London, Heinz launches first ever mayo vending machine, and people can't get enough. The Heinz Auto Mayo Mat is located in Soho, London. The vending machine will serve more than 800 freshly made sandwiches across the 2 days, all filled with mayo. Are we in or out on a Heinz mayo sandwich vending machine?
Out.
Wait, so what's in the sandwich?
Is it basically like the white what was the place that
White Castle?
White Castle. Yeah, if you go to the airport, they have you can put money in and it will make you a burger.
A burger. But what's in this sandwich?
This is Heinz has the
so we could get it's cold cuts.
They're making a chicken sandwich.
I think it's just mayo.
Oh, it's just mayo?
Yeah, and just mayo.
They have chicken, egg mayo, and chicken.
No ketchup.
Kind of sounds gross.
Out.
Yeah. I'm out.
I don't want mayo out of a vending machine.
Hey, what do you think about sports cards out of a vending machine?
I saw one in Vegas.
Yeah, my buddy has one.
That's cool, yeah.
Should we leave one here?
That'd be sick.
I don't want to pay for it, though.
I don't think we get enough people to...
Beasley would pay for it?
No.
Never mind.
Who would pull from the machine? You and me?
No, I bet you Maz would be in there a ton.
Those things are expensive, though. But I've seen the one you're talking about in Vegas. It's super cool.
Yeah.
Maybe. What about an autographed jersey machine?
Oh, yeah. But I'd put like a claw machine. Next.
Reality TV show Survivor is being turned into a fully animated movie with animal contestants. Host Jeff Probst will serve as an executive producer. This is real. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the reality TV show Survivor being turned into an animated movie with animal contestants?
Well, you're the Survivor guy.
Yeah, I got a lot of thoughts on this. I'll save them. But I'm in if this means we get like old school Survivor back and the more kiddie elements of Survivor that they've incorporated over the last few years they just put in this movie. But I think this is just more something. It's not good, Joe. I'm out.
I'm out. You know why? If you're on Survivor, I want you to really be out there. If a snake's coming after you, I want to know what the snake and you are going to do. I don't want the anime version of it. Out.
I'm out as well. I've also never seen Survivor, so I was never in.
Richard Hatch was the first winner, won $1 million.
And then he didn't pay his taxes.
You make $1 million, you got to pay taxes on that, and then it's considered income, and then you got to pay the taxes on the income that you made. So it probably comes up to like $600,000, maybe a little less.
All right, gentlemen, two fast food experts, I would say, in the studio right now. Jersey Mike's has overtaken Chick-fil-A as the top-rated fast food chain in the United States, according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index. Are we in or out on Jersey Mike's overtaking Chick-fil-A as the number one fast food chain?
I'm in on Jersey Mike's. I'm surprised that it's taken over Chick-fil-A. But I think Jersey Mike's is the best sub shop going right now.
It doesn't have too much competition. I think it's better than Subway. But like, what else? What else is there?
What's the other one there? Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's doesn't have a steak and cheese or a meatball sub.
The hell is that? Like, I'm over Subway, but I still love that meatball sub.
Their meatball subs are best thing. So I love Jersey
Mike's. The meatballs
Mike's.
aren't great or anything.
No, but it's the bread.
It's a delicacy.
It's their bread. It's just the fact that you can get a meatball sub in seconds. I like Jersey Mike's. It's so expensive. The giant sub. The regular one doesn't quite fill me up, and then the giant one's too big. So I'm like stuck. Like, do I pay for the giant one and look like a loser fatty?
If I wanted fast food, though, I would want Chick-fil-A. And just so you guys know, I don't eat Chick-fil-A often because there's really not a lot near me. I think the only time I go is when I'm like in Dedham.
What would you say? Dave's Hot Chicken counts as fast food?
Yeah, it's the easiest menu in the world. I love it. I think
now that's my favorite.
When you go to Jersey Mike's, it's like, yeah, get an Italian, get a turkey and cheese, get this and that, and that's it. And it's like simple options. That's why I think it goes fast. In on Jersey Mike's, though.
I love Jersey Mike's. I saw your apple pie today from McDonald's. It did look pretty good. The fried apple pie. We may have to bring that in.
What don't you like that's been fried?
Not a big fried turkey guy.
Oh, in.
I think it kind of distracts.
I had a fried barbecue rib that had a rub on it. It was amazing. And I was in Dallas. Next.
All right, gentlemen. This from TSA with World Cup visitors coming in and out of the country at great. I'm sorry, at maximum. There's a lot of people coming in and out of the country. World Cup visitors have been issued a warning from TSA not to pack oversized bottles of ranch dressing in their carry-ons as ranch mania spreads among foreign fans. Are we in or out on TSA having to issue a PSA on ranch mania?
So, dude, this is funny to me because I have been out before and saw a woman with ranch in her bag.
Wait, so what's going on here? People are just packing ranch?
There's so many travelers coming that TSA is kind of cracking down on the ranch. People are carrying ranch with them on the plane.
Yeah,
why?
Like people that aren't from here, they've never had it before.
They're like trying to take it back.
English people and stuff like that don't put, seasoning.
So they're trying to take it back to their... So it's like us going to Italy and sending back wine.
Sauce or something, yeah.
Bringing back pasta.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're cracking down on the ranch.
Yeah, because they're like, hey, man...
This stuff is good.
Yeah.
See, ranch wouldn't be the thing I would take back.
Yeah, but I think it's like the seasoning of it. Like,
I don't think they're big on condiments over there. So
what would you take back, Joe, if you had one One thing, if
if I was in Vermont, would I bring some syrup back? Yeah.
Some weed.
Yes, they don't call it the green state for nothing.
yeah, what's simple to take back that you wouldn't get caught for?
Hash.
Like, do we have any candies that are just remote to here? Reese's cups. Have you had the new Reese's marshmallow? That might be tier 1, Joe.
You just had a moment.
The Reese's Oreo is really good too.
Apparently,
but I'm on a diet, so I wouldn't actually know.
Hershey's chocolate bars, Twizzlers, and classic Pop-Tarts are incredibly difficult to score outside of North America.
Pop-Tarts is a good one. I would have to bring Pop-Tarts back.
Do you like regular pockets, or do you Pop-Tarts, or do you put them in the toaster?
No, if you put them in the toaster, you're a psycho. I think you just eat them raw.
What?
I eat them raw too, dude.
Yeah.
But I do like them in the toaster.
Brown sugar cinnamon in the toaster?
Yeah.
That's
brown
good
sugar
stuff.
cinnamon raw, though.
Do you know that I made s'mores once out of Pop-Tarts?
So you Pop-Tart, and then in between the Pop-Tart was marshmallow and chocolate?
For some odd reason, and don't ask me why, I had a case of Pop-Tarts, like the kind that Skaz was talking about.
Brown sugar
that
cinnamon.
Brown sugar one. So, like before, I used to hide Girl Scout cookies because I'd eat them all. So one day I realized I had a box of Pop-Tarts. Maybe I got it from it was like that time we got those tabletop pies, Skaz, remember? Remember the guy gave me all those tabletop pies? I go, what am I going to do with these? I left one in my car. And then I left 6 boxes here. When we got here back on Monday, they were all gone.
Should have hit it.
I love tabletop pies. They were the little ones, Put a spoon in there, one. All right, I know we got Michael Raimondi. Anything else? We good tonight?
Let's see what I got here. If we could wrap up with a quick one here. Sure. Are you guys familiar with the James Patterson? I know we've talked books before, and we had that guy call in who was couldn't have been more wrong. But what about Mr. Beast? Are we familiar with Mr. Beast?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Beast and author James Patterson are collaborating on a book called The Most Dangerous Games. It follows 100 contestants competing to save humanity and win a $1 billion prize. Are we in or out on Mr. Beast and James Patterson teaming up to basically write a Squid Game / Mr. Beast Games novel?
Does nothing for me.
I like his chocolate, though.
Remember, you don't read?
I don't read this. I'm not a big contestant game show kind of guy.
Patterson doesn't write anymore either. He's a company.
Mr. Beast is like some cool YouTube videos. Don't get me wrong, he's doing great. I'm just not up as that.
Joe,
like that. Yeah.
You didn't like the Family Feud?
No, does nothing for me.
Price is Right?
Does nothing for me.
Wheel of Fortune?
No.
Jeopardy?
What would you watch when you were sick?
When I was sick, I'd usually watch Air Bud.
Maury? Jerry? Would you watch Jerry ever?
Jerry Springer?
No.
Dr. Phil?
No, these aren't game shows, but no, I haven't
Maury
seen
Povich?
Nope.
Double Dare?
No, what are you guys even talking about? I don't even know what these are.
Let's go to break.
Air Bud.
Enough with Air Bud.
Stuart Little. Another good one.
What's with you and animals?
Doug?
My dog Skip. That was a good sick movie. Secretariat.
Oh, yeah, that was your favorite comeback. Yeah. All right, we're more footy. In studio footy. Michael Raimondi, Boston 25, will join us next, and we'll try to think of more things to ask Street Team Joe later here on the show. Bye.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
World Cup action. Canada with a 6-0 win over Qatar. Switzerland 4-1 over Bosnia. Czechia and South Africa 1-1 draw. And Mexico and South Korea just underway. No score in the 9th minute. Headlines, they are brought to you by Joyce Cooling and Heating. Now serving Andover. Schedule your AC install or service today and enjoy limited time rebates up to $4,200 on new Lennox systems. Schedule now at joycecool.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Felger and Maz are just his pregame.
They've been getting wholesale deals for years.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Well, we could talk about the Red Sox if you really wanted to do that. We won't. Not much to talk about with the Patriots. The honest stuff, whatever. And Patrice Bergeron's going to get his number retired, so that's cool. But it's all footy, baby, all the time. And joining us in studio right now from Boston 25, which I knew it as Fox 25 all those years. Is it still, do you guys now, is it just Boston rebrand, Boston 25?
That's exactly what it is, yeah. A rebrand. We get, whenever we're in the field, we hear Fox 25. They're not wrong.
They're not. It's just you guys you have a new brand.
Exactly.
It's Michael Raimondi, who has been covering the World Cup for Boston 25. Before we talk about the games and preview Team USA yesterday, you've been around the teams. Were you at Gillette for the games today?
I've been at both of them.
Oh, so you've been like in the trenches.
It's been an unbelievable experience. I had high expectations. I love soccer. I love watching it, and I love the World Cup. It's my favorite sporting event, and these games have actually gone further than my expectations.
I agree. I didn't think I made a joke about Canada in their last game. I said, yeah, Canada not good at soccer. They should stick to hockey. And then today they put up 6.
I mean, Qatar not exactly an impressive team, and I don't know if you saw that injury. My goodness, there was some. There was a really nasty.
So
injury.
We were trying to find out what happened. One of the guys looked devastated.
Yeah.
Did he hurt somebody? Is that what it was, or it was an accident?
It was a late bad challenge, and it looked like a leg looked like it shouldn't look. We'll leave it like that, and that's when players started immediately surrounding the guy, Ishmael Kane there for Canada, and that was
and
not a good
challenge
situation
in that spot too, right? Or he tried to challenge and then
very late on that one. But I mean, Canada rolled today, and they really needed a win, so good for them.
What do you think of all this Scotland Boston partnership that's going on? They're all over the place. They're throwing cones at everybody. They're drinking all our beer. Normally,
all of it.
And I'm from here. I know you're from Methuen. Normally, I don't want people coming to my city and taking over. I think this has been like a I don't know, received welcome to the Scots.
This has been an unbelievable experience. When was the last time there was this sort of energy in the city for days and weeks? Maybe during NBA Finals, right? Or the Patriots are on a Super Bowl run. You got that. But these are people coming over, and they are pouring in, obviously, so much money to our local economy, but they're just fun. They're bringing in energy with the kilts, with the bagpipes. They're bringing things that us Americans aren't always used to hearing, used to seeing. I think their accents are hilarious. Seeing them down there for that first World Cup game last week, I had high expectations for that fan base, and they were just unbelievable. I'm getting messages, Joe, from people who are in Scotland, people who are here in Boston. They see the coverage we're doing. They're like, that was my dad. That was my cousin. We're coming later because we're going to the game tomorrow against Morocco. I mean, they are all in as a country. Only, I think, 5.5 million people there. And it feels like all of them are here in Massachusetts.
Not to flex, but somebody who goes, hey, there's one of the head Scots who wears a kilt.
The Tartan Army.
Yeah, they put out there, where should I go to get food? And people were tagging me, like, ask Joe. And the guy goes, where do I go? I said, duh, Kowloon. So come to find out, I talked to the owner, and he told me that 5 Scots came in kilts and ate in the ship at Kowloon. And I don't know, I feel like I had like something to do with that.
You're responsible.
And then I mentioned, they go, what's this 3-way beef that people are talking about? So I'm not saying I influenced that, but the Scots yesterday did a beef review.
Where'd they go?
I don't know which one.
Okay.
I don't know. That would be that because it's important, right?
It sure is.
Do you have a favorite beef?
In Methuen, Royal House.
Okay, we have a Royal out our way too.
Oh, it is The three-way there, when I'm in Methuen, like I don't leave without getting it. Once I go up there, that is the stop we're making every single time.
Methuen's an interesting place. That's where Godsmack came from.
Sure is. I know you have feelings about that.
Oh, so you listen.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I have a fan. Are you a fan or you just listen?
No, I'm a fan.
Okay, cool. I got fans, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. Joe, I didn't just reach out to you because you're just some guy. I reached out to you because I like listening to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I am from here, so I try to treat it like, one of the guys. Like I said, normally I'm like, get these Scots out of here. What are they doing? But I'm kind of like, this is cool.
Yes.
Even the Norwegians with the rowing. Usually I'm out on the row, but it's cool.
Yes.
And they're taking over Fenway, which they need all the help they can get over there right now. But it's been very good, and I think I'm kind of. Is this like a new Boston now? I don't know if it's transplants or whatever, but again, normally we'd be like, oh, they're taking over our city. I got to get out of here. But in a way, I know people that are like, I want to go out in the city and see what's going on with the Scots, because
yes,
sounds like they think they're going to come back here at some point.
Yes, absolutely. My friend texted me. He was up in New Hampshire for an event tonight, and he just texted me and he said, you know what? I'm going back down to Boston, and I'm going out tonight because we saw what the Moroccan fans did last night. And where were they? They were right around the city center downtown somewhere. And they are playing Scotland tomorrow. We've already seen what Scotland can do. And now I think these fan bases that are coming in, we've already seen some of the England fans here in town for the game next week. I think they are all looking at the Scottish fans here, and they have set the bar, and these other fan bases are coming in trying to top them. I don't know if that's going to happen, but they're going to try.
What an incredible save. I do live play-by-play. Well, not supposed to be doing play-by-play, but
yeah, FIFA might not love that.
Dude, that was the goalie left the net, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oop, okay, the ref's involved. I don't know what happened there.
Might have been offside.
All right, what? I don't want to call it a bicycle kick, but watch the save by the defender. So see, ready? He's in there, boom, and then watch what happens. Boom!
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a defensive bicycle kick. That's what we'll call it. That is a goal-saving play from your defender.
That was an incredible play, right?
Yeah, that's what you need from your defenders. If your goalie's going out like that and can't get to it, someone's going to save the day. Underrated matchup right here, too. South Korea and Mexico.
So, we took both teams to score.
I would do that. I think Mexico's probably going to score twice.
Okay, would also need South Korea, though.
They got some good players. Son there was a great player in Tottenham for years, now over at LAFC. So I think that's a smart bet.
Did you play soccer?
Growing up, I did, yeah.
In high school level?
No, because like a lot of kids in this area, the Patriots were the thing. So you went from soccer, and then you wanted to play football because you wanted to be Tom Brady when you grew up.
Yeah, well, so I'm 44, but in 1996, when I was a freshman in high school or whenever that was, it was kind of like you play soccer, you're soft, or you were criticized, and that's the old era, right? That's the way we all grew up. Hey, hey, my leg hurts. Rub some dirt on it. You know, it's like those were the old days. It's not like that anymore. If you have an injury, they pull you aside and they give you some water and let you sit it out. But I'm just saying, like soccer, when I people wanted to play soccer, but again, I grew up in the city. There were leagues you can play on Sunday, but I don't know. High school teams, there wasn't a lot of people playing soccer.
There was a stigma, I'd say. Like you're saying, the cool jocks played football. That was your quarterback and all the stereotypes, right, that you see in TV and in movies and whatnot. And so it was never, you never want to be the good soccer kid. But I've been joking with my wife. We have a son coming in September, and I'm like, I want him kicking the ball as soon as as soon as his feet start reacting to things. Like, let's get him young. If you go play in Europe, make some money, and we can go travel, see your kid play all over the world. That sounds fun.
Do you think it's safer?
Overall than football, yes. I don't think there's no risk in soccer. I mean, have you seen some of these headers?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Taylor Twellman, friend of the show, had to stop his career because of concussions and, the falls and just the impact. Like, it's sports, right? When you're a high-level athlete, you're capable of having concussions and head injuries and body injuries. When I think, I don't have kids, so it's like, do you want your kid to play football or are you going to give him a soccer ball right now? Soccer ball to start. I think if you're like 6, 7, 8 years old, like I don't know if I'd be comfortable throwing them in pads. I remember when I was playing football for a couple of years, you'd have practice and you're just on all fours, literally smashing shoulders together just to get used to the contact. I don't know if I could let my kid do that. Some guy in chat goes, I chose soccer over football in high school and my coach was disgusted. Can you believe that? Back to Methuen and Godsmack for a second. I know I jumped over that. Alice in Chains is my favorite band. Probably talked about this before. And Alice in Chains wrote a song called Godsmack. So when I heard of a band called Godsmack,
You didn't like that.
from Methuen, everyone's like, dude, they're local. And I was like, no. So although
Not your band.
Did they put out bangers? Absolutely. Do I think that their guitarist was very good? Yes. But I hate it. That little logo that they had was drawn by Lane Staley. Do you know these guys? Am I?
No, I
Okay.
don't know them personally.
All right, cool.
So you can say whatever you want.
I just am pissed because they made money and went, on tour, and just it bothers me. And I don't have to. No!
Almost had a goal there.
Yeah, I got a great goal call.
Oh, now I really want a goal then. Not even for your bet. I just want to hear it.
I don't know, Skaz, what would you say? My goal call. What would you say?
I mean, Joe, it really hasn't been a goal call. It's been an offside call for the most part.
Every time I've reacted to a live goal, it's been offsides.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you give it like that sort of Telemundo Spanish long?
That's the only way I know how to
You're a
do
big
it.
Andreas Cantor fan.
That's right, yeah.
Ah, yes.
I grew up in the city of Boston. We had A and B trunk. And 27A was the Spanish channel, which I think now is Telemundo. I'm not sure. But yes, that guy. The guy he said. Love that guy.
In the Coors commercial.
Yes. Go! I love that.
He's fantastic.
And the other night I was trying to do Messi every time he scored, what's that guy's name? We've had him on before.
Ray Hudson.
Ray Hudson. Messi with a beautiful scorcher.
It was delicious.
Oh, he's like a Madonna. There's a lot of them. I have some old quotes, and he did come on one day when we had him on. It was fantastic. Michael Raimondi is here. We're gonna go to break in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up in Methuen. Did you go to college?
Went to college in Vermont.
You went to Vermont University?
No, I went to Linden State in Vermont, a very small school.
Linden State?
Yeah.
The hell is that?
Exactly. That's why I just say I went to
near
school
Lake
in
Champlain?
Vermont.
Or?
It's Northeast Kingdom, so it's near St. Johnsbury. It's now known as Northern Vermont University at Linden.
Never been.
You don't need to.
I do like Lake Champlain, that area, though.
Yeah.
That's a nice little college town out there.
Oh, Church Street in Burlington.
Great cider.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic cider. Good local beer up there. Worth like a weekend trip if anyone down here in Massachusetts hasn't been.
Marriott right on the water right there that you can stay. I went to a wedding on a ship that is not in the water.
Cruise? Oh.
Ticonderoga.
I might not know that one.
It was near Burlington.
Okay.
That's about as far as I've been to Vermont. And then what, you said you wanted to get into sports? Or
just like broadcasting. I've been in like news and covering sports for like 10 years now. So you kind of do both.
Did you work in like Vermont like television stations?
No. So after college, I went to Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was a cold place. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. I will say that. And I got to cover like do you know curling at all? Winter Olympics? John Schuster won the gold medal.
I don't know.
Don't know that name? Okay. I wrote a book on him. They won
You wrote a book?
Yeah, dude. They won gold in 2018. They're the only Americans to ever win gold in curling. And I was covering them. I worked at an NBC station out there.
Hey, Street Team Joe, would you read Mike's book? Joe doesn't read books.
He says yes, but I don't believe him.
So you wrote a book about a curler.
About that curling team that defied all the odds, beat Canada, some powerhouse teams on their way to gold.
And I don't want you to feel like we didn't do our research and didn't respect your knowledge.
Okay.
But I think it's better to find out organically.
Yeah,
because you didn't really flex on it. You just mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm not like offended.
Is it available on Amazon?
It sure is. That's exactly what I did. Straight to Amazon, baby. You order it, goes right to your house.
How do the people get it again? What do they search?
So you got to search American Golds, a
curling comeback. I'm looking at it right now.
Yep.
$12.99. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it's not even a bad price. Know a little bit about curling when you.
I think Street Team Joe has a book report on his hands.
I expect it on my desk by Monday.
What's cool about Minnesota besides the weather?
I think Minnesota embraces the cold and really enjoys winter, where I think most people around here, well, you do have your people who like winter here and go skiing and all that, but a lot of people you hear, why don't I move to Florida and those sorts of things? They love winter. They embrace it. A lot of like Nordic descendants over there in Minnesota from Norway, places like that. So, yeah, it's going to be -6 Saturday, but we're going to make the most of it. We're going to go outside and find a way to do it, whether it's ice fishing, ice hockey, all that sort of stuff.
Do they talk like that movie...
Fargo. Is it Fargo you're thinking of? Yeah. So when I first went there, the meteorologist in the morning said the American flag, and I had to double take. I'm like, what are you saying? Do you mean the American flag? They add like almost like an E to the end, so it's flag or a plastic bag. Very unusual.
Brock Lesnar is up from out there.
Is he?
Brock Lesnar. I'm trying to think of who else is. Big wrestling community out in Minnesota, though.
There was a big boxing one too. I went to a couple like like semi-professional boxing matches for like charity and stuff. That was pretty cool.
So you like the new sport? Are you like a sports guy at Fox? All right, at Boston 25, or do you do everything?
I'll do whatever is called upon. So I've been at some bad news stories or unfortunate news stories, and then obviously I've been at the World Cup. So Patriots playoff games.
So you're a jack of all trades.
A Mike of all trades, I guess we'll call it.
Hey, how's Butchie doing?
Oh, Butchie's the best. Butchie's hilarious. So we were at the game the other night, Norway. Erling Haaland, you put money down on him to score some goals?
Duh.
Yeah, smart. Butch has a new bromance. Butch could not stop talking about that big blonde beauty from
He's
Norway.
so big, though.
He's giant.
He stands out.
He is enormous and runs as fast as the wind, has the ability to finish as good as any striker in the world. That guy was impressive. To see him score a goal live at Boston Stadium was unbelievable.
People want to know the name of your book again.
American Gold, A Curling Comeback.
The only time I ever really got involved with curling is once on The Simpsons, Marge, because she did so much housework.
Oh, sure.
She became an incredible curler because she could really mop the spots, you know?
She was a good sweeper then. That's what they call them.
It's about as far as I got when it came to curling. All right, let's go to break. Michael Raimondi's here from Boston 25. He's an author. He's traveled the world. He's not just a sports guy. He can do whatever you want. And he's here in studio at 98.5 The Sports Hub. And we'll talk a little bit of USA, who's in action tomorrow. We're talking footy here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Phil, in the last several touches from Griezmann, magic from Messi. Makes Pulido disappear.
Raimondi is here. He is from Methuen, Massachusetts. And when you say the words Methuen, Massachusetts, then the bat signal goes out for people from Methuen. And, well, Dan from Methuen wants to talk to you. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Mike. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Well, just on my way home from Methuen here, myself, I work in Methuen. I'm on my way home to Goffstown now, and I heard Mike was on your show. One of my good buddies here, put baseball and everything together, so I wanted to call and chime in, say hi to you guys, and just talk a little soccer.
Hey,
and you guys,
real quick, Dan, what's the scouting report on Mike?
So I have good fastball. I remember he was a good catcher. Very overall good baseball player, if you ask me. Very, very solid bat, very solid defensively. And if I remember correctly, too, he was a solid catcher, too. And has a good arm behind the plate.
Wow. I'm trying to think. Dan. Is this Dan McAndrew?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, wow.
Ding, ding, ding.
How's it going, Dan?
Good. Like you said, just wanted to call and say hi. And I always wanted an excuse to call into the Joe show. I listen, I work at Mono's Pizza, so...
Wait, where? Romano's?
Mono's Pizza, Methuen.
Whoa, there's two,
Mono's.
Joe. There's a Romano's and there's just a Mono's.
I
They
know,
dropped the R-O.
I know Romano's.
Okay, Mono's.
So I don't know Mono's.
Close is a different one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dropped the R and O and you get the Mono's.
So wait, let's talk Mono's for a second.
Yep. Well, that's an interesting. Yeah, you're a big food guy. I like to talk food.
What kind of? So you guys like a pizza takeout, like that kind of organization? Like what
Yeah,
you got?
so it's like it's kind of like a hole in the wall shop here. It's, we do mostly a takeout and delivery. It's literally a very small place. There's barely any room to eat inside, but we do New York style pizza and everything, 12-inch. 16-inch large pizza and everything. The pizza, salad, calzones. The dough is homemade on site. Sauce is made on site. We try to make everything on site if possible.
Dan's a salesman. Wow.
Yeah. I've been working there for 11 years. I worked my way up there. So
if you were going to make me a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you be? Just so you know, I don't eat lettuce or tomato.
No, I was just, as I say, I would not give you a salad or anything. My go-to would be, let's see. I got a few go-tos. Let's see real quick. Are you a big steak and cheese at all? Because we are very good and famous for our steak and cheese subs. And my personal favorite, grilled chicken sub. I know you don't like lettuce, but we have a boom boom sauce. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, put a little bacon.
Buffalo sauce.
A little bacon on that?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Ah.
Yep, and if you get the grilled chicken, you want to get it a little bit well done. That makes it pack a little punch on it. So really good if you ask me.
Mono's and Methuen?
Yeah, man.
Yep, it's right in the border of Methuen and Lawrence.
So
very small.
Your pizza looks delicious. You got
it is.
Yeah.
So when the first 5 years of my life, we were in Lawrence, and we literally lived around the corner from this Mono's. And I think every Friday they had, or it was either Mondays or Fridays, they had some sort of special where you got a cheese pizza.
Oh yeah, we used to. Yeah, the 3 large cheese pizza deal and the 2 large pizza deal. We don't have those anymore, but Monday and Tuesday online pickup cheese is $8.56.
Do you know why?
Large cheese. So.
Do you know why I know where you are?
Yeah.
There's only one Aroma Joe's in Massachusetts. Did you know that?
Yep. Right down. It just opened up. It was nice since we're right there. So I do a little of everything there. So it was nice that when they first opened up, or right before they opened up, they send us coffee all the time to test it out and drinks and everything. So they send it right over to the guys and everything. So we took full advantage of that.
Yep.
And then we swapped food and everything. So that's what's nice about new businesses like that. So like they just opened up with coffees and food. We can switch around. There's a Chinese restaurant, Lucky Gone right there. We'll swap food with them and everything. So that's a little trade. Let's do a little food trade. It's kind of cool.
I'm in.
Mono's is worth the
Maybe
trip,
I'll stop
Joe.
by some night.
It's right off the highway, too. Pretty
yeah,
easy
it's very small place right off of 93, yeah. So I've been there for 11 years myself, so I've been there since after college and everything. Just kind of do a little of everything, so I'm working my way up there slowly but surely.
I got to go to
the guys are great there.
I got to go to Haverhill in a couple of days. Maybe you'll see me.
There we go.
Yeah, but there you go. I'm there 6 days a week now, so you'll probably, if you do stop in, come and say hi.
Dan at
We're all
Mono's.
friendly. Yeah.
All right, bud. Do you have a soccer take?
I'm there all the time on the road, inside. Come and say hi if you ever see me.
All right, Dan. Thank you, buddy. You got fans, too?
Yeah, Dan, thanks for calling. Do you have a soccer take?
I hung up on him.
Oh.
You know why?
No, I don't know why.
Made me want more. And I left the conversation
Okay.
so I can go back to it another. Feel like he's going to get me to get up, go out there.
It seems that way. And I recommend it. I mean, we grew up on Mono's Pizza.
It's a little bar in Methuen there. across from the movie theater.
There's a TGI Fridays.
No, I know that. Is it still going? TGI Fridays are still going?
Yeah, in Methuen it is still.
Oh.
That's like the day before Thanksgiving. It's where all the locals go. What are you thinking of? Across from the big movie theater?
Yeah. So do you go into Dedham in Boston 25?
Not well to go to the station, yeah, but I don't.
Miller's Tavern is what I was thinking of.
Oh, so just outside of Loop. Yeah, I was there actually a week ago.
I like
with, my future in-laws.
So I grew up in Hyde Park, which is next to Dedham, where Boston 25 is. And the Chili's used to be next door. Gone. Those are Fridays down the street. Gone.
Dang, man.
So it's like, I know they're chains, but they're all my favorites. All gone. There's a Kelly's roast beef there now.
Well, that's good.
And there's Lambert's down the street.
Lambert's is awesome. Lambert's is awesome.
Oh.
What do you get there? What's your go-to there?
I know Nino. He's the owner. He's from my town.
I've interviewed Nino.
Nino's the man.
He sure is.
Well, next time you interview, tell me right me. It's calzone all day, baby.
Okay.
I like the buffalo and the chicken parm, but they make a gobbler, which would be the Thanksgiving sub kind of calzone. Yes, it's fantastic. Michael Raimondi's here. I got off track talking food again.
Well, I do have more food for you at some point tonight.
All right, well, you hang on. Team USA, I thought they looked incredible. I didn't think their second half was as spectacular. What is going on with Pulisic, and will he play? And your thoughts on just this Australia matchup with a team that just won 2-0?
Well, and that's the big thing is you would maybe before the tournament, if you said, "Hey, USA is going to win your opening match 4-1, Pulisic's going to have an injury," and you're thinking, "Oh, we got Australia on game 2. They're not a great team, and we can sit Pulisic and still get a W." Well, Australia looked really good last week in that victory, and all of a sudden you're both tied at the top of the group. So this is a game you want to win. If you win, you are advancing, whether you're the first or second position in the group. So you don't want to let this one slide by. I saw some reporting today where Pulisic was on the training field, but he was not we'll call it full participant as we would for a sport like the NFL with the Patriots. I don't know if he's going to play. One thing that did bug me, Joe, about that game is it was awesome. They scored 4 goals, and I think for casual soccer fans, that's what we want to see, right? You don't want to just see 0-0, 1-1. You want to see goals galore. That was awesome. Yet they still gave up a goal, and there was horrific defending there on that goal. They've had issues with marking in the friendlies leading up to this World Cup. And so while it was an awesome performance overall, people were calling it a perfect match. It absolutely was not perfect. And I thought it was frustrating that a lot of the American analysts used the word perfect. I heard it from multiple people. And I'm sitting here at home thinking, yeah, I'm excited. This was an awesome start, but this isn't perfect. And they have some serious work to do, especially after the group.
Skaz, we were watching the game. I thought they looked fantastic. What do you think about the matchup?
Well, I think the interesting thing about the matchup is obviously it's the World Cup, massive stage, all that. But you think United States, Australia, there's no real rivalry here or anything like that. That's kind of not the case between these two teams. Michael, I don't know how close you've been following it, the off-field kind of comments, and they played a friendly, I think it was late 2025, and Pulisic got hurt in that matchup, and they were some comments, during and after the game there, and then I think it was, I don't remember exactly which member of the U.S. media called the layup, they called the matchup a layup, and the Australian team has kind of taken that and ran with it, and the Australian media has kind of taken that and ran with it, and now it seems to be they're really, one of the guys on the Australian team, said it was like the biggest game in their country's history. They want to win more than any game ever because of what the USA has said. So I think there is kind of sneaky a lot on the line here, and Australia looked good in their first matchup. So I'm very interested. I'm wary of Pulisic playing in this matchup. I wonder if he sits because they do have 3 points already.
I think you could make the case that he sits because if there's a potential to re-injure, then you can't run the risk of that, because whether you win, draw, or lose to Australia, if you don't have him the rest of the tournament, there goes any chance you have of making a real deep run. And they do have a few quality players they could put in that spot if Pulisic does not play tomorrow. I think there's a lot to go on with this team and see exactly the lineup Pochettino's going to put out there. One thing that we really need to see, as I was talking about a few minutes ago, is the defense. I want to see if they're able. Can we get a clean sheet? When was the last time the United States had a clean sheet? It seems to have been a while. Whether it's Matt Freese in net or Matt Turner in net, there is always one, whether it's a set piece or just a bad through ball and bad marking, and the U.S. is conceding goals. I think, to me, if they can win 2-0, something along those lines tomorrow, even if it's 1-0, and maybe they don't look as great attacking, but their defense is on point, their marking's on point, I think that is a better formula going forward for the rest of this tournament.
All right, let's put a pin in that. We'll do it. We'll do predictions. How about that?
Sure.
And I'm curious who you think's going to win this thing, because I'm very curious. So let's pause real quick. We'll get an update, and we'll have more with Michael Raimondi. He of Boston 25 here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox 4-3 losers today. They trailed 3-0. They tied the game. Then Aroldis Chapman came in, got 2 outs, and, well, Connor Wong couldn't catch a ball. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Michael Raimondi's here. Oh, we got to turn you on. See that little button on there? You go. It's all good.
We figured it out.
We'll let Skaz do it.
Thanks, Skaz.
So soccer, huh?
Hey, we were talking Portugal a couple weeks ago. Did you watch that game at all yesterday?
Yeah.
That was a disgrace.
I crushed Ronaldo.
Oh.
Because I was hyping up Messi's 3 goals and Haaland had 2 and Mbappe had 2. Yep. And I'm like, you're on the stage, Ronaldo. And he did nothing. He also tried to steal a goal from his guy. But I don't know. Is he done? There was a hit piece on him today. Somebody was going after him. I don't know, man. Like, but not to cut you off, but like, this is supposed to be one of the biggest players in the world.
He is 41.
So what?
What do you mean, so what? He's the only guy to ever play in 6 World Cups.
So be good.
I don't know about that.
What do you think they're saying?
Listen, he's not perfect, and you could debate if he wants to start or not, but I think that match yesterday was about the midfield. That is supposed to be arguably the best midfield in the world. 2 of the players on that team have won the Champions League in back-to-back years with Paris Saint-Germain. So you go out there yesterday and you basically don't create chances. You have possession, you're completing all these passes, but you're not creating any chances. So what good is that? I'm at a watch party in Providence yesterday. I'm just getting frustrated because what is this? This looks like little kids. Like, can we try and do something in the attacking third? And they just didn't seem to want to do that. And that was frustrating. So to me, it's more about the guys around Ronaldo. I know he's the easy target. And it's not that he played well, but I think other guys played much worse than he did.
I think Spain and Portugal underwhelmed.
100%.
Brazil didn't look great, but at least they showed something.
A little magic there with Vinny.
Yeah. But just Ronaldo, people are going to remember him for this, not the other stuff.
So there's 2 thoughts here. His Portugal career, his playing for his country, has not nearly been as close to Messi. That's not even an argument. His club career is maybe untouchable. He may get to 1,000 goals if he continues next year and scores another 30 for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. So he has that. He's the scorer. But for his country, yeah, he's not scoring goals right now, and that is their biggest problem. But I guess their biggest problem before Ronaldo is really the midfield not creating chances when they have 3 world-class midfielders.
I got you. I know. See, the thing about the Joe show and the night show, you got to figure out. If it makes sense, it's not how it works. Like when you're making sense, I just expect more.
Okay, then that's fair. I expect more too. I expect more from the midfielders because I think if he only had like 3 opportunities yesterday, if he had 5, 6, 7, which isn't a crazy ask, he's putting one of those in. Yeah, 6, 7. Yeah. And I like, this is personal too. I got the Portuguese crest tattooed on my leg. My grandfather's from there, so like, there's a little bit of like, raw emotion here. But just for like the fans, it's just like you want to see this team. There's all this talk about this is the best roster he's ever played with, and that's what you do. You score 6 minutes in or whatever, and you don't do anything the rest of the damn match. Bad.
He's got a Portuguese tattoo, guys.
Right above the left knee.
I have a barbed wire. I was influenced by Pam Anderson growing up.
Oh, is that like the Jason Giambi thing?
I don't.
I feel like he had one like that.
Probably. We're probably the same age.
Does Portugal put him on the bench? Does that happen? No. Isn't he better off coming in at even if it's 55 or 60? Like, start somebody that can run.
You could make that case. Rafael Leao can run. He came in and did absolutely nothing on the left wing.
They were really hyping him up on the broadcast too.
They were crazy. I'm not saying those broadcasters for the Portugal game in particular were horrific. Some of the comments they were making, they were obviously talking about Ronaldo. Fair, he's the big name. That's what everyone's going to want to hear how he did if they missed the match. But the story was the midfield. And I know that's not the sexy headline, but that was the story. That is why you watched the games. If you watched the game, Ronaldo's not the biggest problem. He's not an answer, maybe, but he wasn't the biggest problem yesterday for Portugal.
Yeah, and maybe American fans aren't super familiar with guys like Leao, but he's Pulisic's was Pulisic's running mate for most of his time. At Milan there, they've both been banged up off and on, and he's rumored to leave all the time. But yeah, that's just another team who shows up in these tournaments and little disappointing. You mentioned Spain too, classic slow starters in these things, and I guess that's the good part of the group stage. But you're just going to see the USA. I guess that's the interesting part is the USA hasn't really been in this position before where they're at the top of the group. How do you think they handle that where, Australia and them are both sitting there with 3 points? Is there a chance we see them play for a tie, or is that completely out of the realm of possibility with Poch?
If they play for a tie, fire Pochettino on the spot.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
agree.
insane. No, you go for this because if you get the 3 points in this match, you are moving on. It is an automatic, and then you can do whatever you want in Game 3. If the third group stage game, you want to rest Pulisic again, you can do that. If you want to give someone else a start just to get a look, you can.
So do you think there's a chance we see Pulisic in this game and then maybe they rest him going forward if they get the win?
I think there's a chance. I mean, obviously, I'm not with the U.S. men's team. They're, on the West Coast, which, unfortunate for our access locally. But when you think about the game tomorrow, I still think they should beat Australia, whether Pulisic is there or not. And he has been unbelievable the last couple of matches, going back to the friendly against Germany and the friendly against Senegal. But they should still be able to beat Australia, whether he plays or not. No question.
Give me a dark horse and who wins this thing.
Man, a week ago I would have told you Portugal's winning this thing. But my confidence is shaken right now. I'll say that.
Norway is my dark horse.
I think that's a great dark horse pick. Especially the way they look. Like, Iraq is not a terrible team. And they made Iraq look pretty bad. And shout out to the Iraqi fans. They showed up at Boston Stadium the other night. That was pretty impressive. Wasn't sure what to expect from some of those fan bases.
I bet Spain to win the thing, but now I don't feel good about it.
I wouldn't have picked Spain just because Yamal's injured. Nico Williams is banged up. Like, their best players maybe aren't in the best form right now, which, that's a big thing in soccer. It's not just an automatic, you have these guys, you're going to win. If they're not in form, that can be an issue. I'd say I'm still taking France. I think France have been the favorite on paper since the start, and I would, if I was betting money, I would be betting France.
Okay. If you ever get a chance to interview, do you know who Ivana Knoll is?
Telemundo?
She's the beauty of Croatia.
Oh, no.
Each country has some sort of female Madonna. I'm trying to find the word. Fan. Like a fan?
Like, she is the Croatian woman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Google her if you want. I can just give you a quick...
turn the screen.
Give you a quick...
wait, is she a model? Is she married to a player? Like, what's the deal here?
Well, she went viral in the last World Cup. That's how I remember her. Well, she's back. And, Croatia went on a really good run last time.
They did.
So I thought it was because of her.
Well, they didn't look very good yesterday against England.
She does, though. I got to tell you that. All right, Michael Raimondi, we'll say goodbye to you. Anything else that you would like to say to the world before we let you go?
I would like to say, or really a question for you, Joe, have you ever done some Portuguese food?
Of course I have.
Bife a casa down in Providence yesterday at Odenish was fantastic.
So I've been to like a Portuguese fest.
Okay.
Where they give you, what do you guys do on Easter too? What are those in Rhode Island thing? It's always big on Rhode Island around Easter time. Anyways.
I usually spend Easter with the other side of the family.
So yes, Portuguese. I grew up with a ton of Portuguese. I used to play music with a bunch of Portuguese dudes. Growing up in Rossi and High Park.
Thinking of malasadas, Joe, or something like
Malasadas,
that?
thank you.
Like fried dough, basically.
Love those things.
Those are fantastic.
But
I'm sorry I didn't pick up what you were doing there.
No, you know what?
I speak Joe.
Yes.
It's taken some time, some proper training, but yeah, I'm fluent in Joe Murray.
Yeah, and some people else get it, but there's a place in Woburn that I've been. I think it's called Adega. Check it out though.
Okay.
Very, very good Portuguese restaurant.
I like that.
I will eat all foods. Indian, all Asian foods, my favorite. I will expand my palate, but I know in Lawrence there's all types of Latin, Portuguese, you name it. Like Lawrence
Brazilian.
Lawrence kind of has a great culinary area.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The Merrimack Valley.
Well, Haverhill in particular, that downtown area. My buddy owns Hidden Pig. But there's other great restaurants. I like, is it Sparky's? They make those cool wings over there. There's always something that's in Haverhill. But yeah, I would say Merrimack, that whole area. Lawrence, though, like Tacos Lapitas out there and like all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just a really good area. If you're like, now we got Monos, we got to add them.
Yeah, that's right. And then I'll give a shout out to J&J in Somerville, right off 28 there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that place, it's right on the corner, and it is fantastic.
How'd you end up back here in Boston?
Wanted to get home.
So
yeah, we just moved home.
Minnesota to Boston?
Well, it was Minnesota to Fort Myers, Florida, and then I was in Phoenix for 3.5 years, and then came back.
Love the Waffle House up there.
Oh, yeah?
Sanibel and Captiva, one of my favorite spots, but you know how you get off Fort Myers and then there's the Waffle House on the bridge?
Yeah, the Causeway Bridge there. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Love oh, God, I love chicken and waffles.
The South is very good for chicken and waffles.
Waltham is, too. In a Pickle is one of my spots for chicken and waffles.
Yep, we've been there a couple times. We've been trying the diners around here too. Wilson's we went to last weekend was great, and then over in Watertown, the Town Deluxe Diner. Oh, that place is awesome.
Good eats, man. The Arsenal Mall's got what is it now? Arsenal Way or whatever the hell they call it.
Is that in Watertown?
Yeah, it's loaded with.
Oh, is that where like Chipotle and Nike and all that are?
Buttermilk and biscuit. There's all sorts of stuff over there that you got to make your. Have you been to Carl's? Yeah, Carl's.
Yep, Carl's. I think both times I've been there, I gotten cheesesteaks.
You got a Tempo late night?
I have not done that yet.
Ooh. Good little band stuff there.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I guess
I'll take all your extra.
I guess now we're gonna have to have you back now, huh?
Sure.
I think you did all right, Skaz. What about you?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
So what's the schedule now? What?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Michael was gonna be like an older. You just think a news guy, you know? I thought he was gonna be.
Do you know who he kind of reminds me of?
Oh boy, let's hear it.
The predecessor.
I can see it a little bit. Yes, a man we're both big fans of. I would say.
Yeah, I know it's a good thing. The guy who used to host the show before me.
Who was that?
Who?
That was a long time ago.
Adam Jones.
Oh, Jonesy. Wow.
Yeah, we love him.
All right.
The best.
You do. You guys look alike.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
He has a beard,
and he lives from Vermont. Yeah. Well, sometimes. I haven't seen him in so long because I took his job.
You know who I honestly, think about with this show is the mothership, Damon and Mendelar. That's when I started.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yes.
We don't do Mario coins or anything.
No. Scotty Farrell, we could crack some beers, Joe.
Well, Dan wants to talk chicken and waffles.
Hey, Joe.
Yo.
Best chicken and waffle. Have you ever been to Yaz's Table in Abington?
No, but I've been to Yaz's Chicken.
You got to try Yaz's Table. It's got like an Egyptian flair to it. And the maple syrup is maple sriracha, and it's the best chicken and waffles. You got to get down there.
Thank you.
Egyptian flair. I don't know what that is, but I kind of want to try it.
When I went to Vegas, I stayed at the Luxor.
Yep, I've been there. That elevator's crazy.
Oh, the one that's where I stayed there. Yeah, when I went last year, I got the nice new elevator.
Oh, nice.
They put me in the actual casino this year, and it was like this getting up to my room. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But it was Mandalay Bay was too expensive.
Oh, that was the same thing that happened to me. My dad had a business trip at Mandalay Bay, and it priced us out, so we had to stay over at the Luxor.
And you can walk right over. They're all connected for the most part.
Yeah, you stay out of the 110-degree heat.
Mm-hmm. All right, Michael Raimondi, great job. Team USA plays tomorrow. And if they continue to go further and further, maybe we'll have you back in. You live down the street, right?
I'm literally a mile away. And then we got Game 3 at Foxborough tomorrow with Scotland and Morocco. It's going to be a good one.
You're going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
Have you met Mike Sarge Riley?
I have not met Sarge yet.
I'm going to text him. And I'm like, you got to find Michael Raimondi.
Yeah, we got a nice setup right on the concourse level at the top of like the 100s bowl. So
also
not a hard place to find.
Also a friend of Scott Isaac. Shout out Scott Isaac if he's listening right now.
Do you think he is? If you shot him a text, I would hope so.
You know what's funny about him? I told you. There's the boss Scott. And then there's Weekend Scott. You know?
Two different personalities?
Yeah, I'm pretty much me on and off the here. Unless you make me Joey Murda, and then I can get a little mad. You don't want that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
For the most part, though. Well, I was having a little issue with the door stop back there. We have a door stop for the door because it gets hot there, and I couldn't get it to stay.
So you chucked it across the room or something?
I yelled.
Curse words? Yeah.
Couple things. All right. Hey, this hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by our good friends, because, of course, they are our good friends at Awaken 180 Weight Loss, a no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% off your money back, awaken180weightloss.com. We got the final hour of the show. I'm Joe Murray, and I got a musings we got to play because I got to talk about something. So we'll do that next. Michael Raimondi, excellent job, sir. Boston 25, and he'll be at the game tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Joe.
Come say hello to him. Maybe he'll get you on the air. Maybe he'll get some Scots.
Definitely going to have some kilts on TV tomorrow. No doubt about that.
You got it. Michael Raimondi, everybody. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray.
Who else had the home run today? Whatever. Sonny Gray. He pitched well. They lost. They're now 14 games under 500. Some World Cup scores. Canada 6-0. 6-0. Switzerland 4-1. Czechia in South Africa 1-1. And Mexico 51st minute go! Go! Luis Romo with a goal! 1-0. Or did they wave it off? It's a goal? Whew. Headlines are brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. A no risk, all rewards path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% off your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. I'm Joe Murray.
The Sports Hub. 3 legendary franchises on one legendary radio station. It's the Sports Hub.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
I do want to take this call, Skaz, because I wanted to share something that I have brewing that's going to be dropped this weekend. We have Josh who's in Georgetown. Josh.
Joe, how are ya?
I'm good. Is it raining though?
Good. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I loved your video. I just wanted to see your take on hole number 9 at Old Newbury.
Loved it. Last year I met Ronnie and the crew up there. I played the front 9, and then I hung out with Chef Welshie, and he made me a gigantic steak. And we have a Joe on the Go exclusive that will be dropping this Sunday, Father's Day, my Joe on the Go experience at Old Newbury Golf Club.
I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, you go there?
Oh yeah, I play there a good amount. It's a great course. The food's great.
Yes.
Next time you go, you got to get the chicken sandwich. The fried chicken is fantastic.
Chef Welshie's the man. If you see Ronnie, tell him you like me.
I will.
But yes, this Sunday, you probably saw some previews.
Yes. It was great.
We'll have the whole video on Sunday. So thanks, Josh.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one, Joe.
Thank you. Speaking of that, Skaz, yes, Joe on the Go, an exclusive. A new passion project, Skaz. I'll be going all over places. Joe on the Go. It's not just food. It's not just golf. It's not golf. That was just happened to be the first place we went. But the some of the previews and trailers that I have, Skaz, have caught the attention of some people.
You could say that, Joe.
The morning show, I did send some stuff to Ryan Beaton because, he's now the new producer of the show. Well, he's always been, but now he's the guy. And I said, hey, man, you need some content? You should check this out.
That's good instincts, Joe. I like that. Helping out, yeah.
So they played it. Fred made it as though I was infringing on Hardy's territory with the golf thing,
Is this simply because of the location? I'd have to imagine, as the video didn't seem too golf centric to me.
Yeah, it's not. It's just Joe on the Go at a golf course eating after. I'm going to go somewhere else that has nothing to do with golf. Might have something to do with eating, but whatever.
Maybe.
But I guess Hardy a little upset. And I think Fred might have spun him up a little bit, though.
No.
Fred might have been like, you do a golf show there, Hardy, and this and that on the show. Joe's just showing up, and everyone loves him.
I mean, now I may have be mistaken. I only heard very little of the morning show this morning, but if Hardy's, I think it was this morning, if Hardy's own daughter doesn't know that he hosts a golf show on Sundays.
She was here actually. So you heard that part.
I
then.
did hear
that.
that.
Because she didn't know, and then he said that when his wife is watching, she goes, "Why are you watching YouTube?" But it's because of him. That's funny.
I enjoyed it.
So, anyways, Hardy, maybe he was.
So he's treading on Maddie's archenemy and Hardy at the same time.
Wow,
sort of a Billy and Jenny type vibe.
Well, that show's really good and not paid for at all. Let's start a production company so we can start shooting a show and then sell advertising for
That's what I'm trying to do.
What?
So the show.
What a good expenditure of time. Go ahead.
Okay, apparently the show is called Joe on the Go. And from the clip we just heard, he's at Old Newbury Golf Club. Following the Battle on the Marsh, spend your Father's Day visiting the club with 98.5 The Sports Hub's Joe Murray.
All right, so
I don't even know what he's saying.
So Joe's got some.
Oh, that's from Old Newbury Golf.
So
Okay.
yeah, well, now we know. So Joe's got some falutin, up and coming New Jack show, and just for Joe to hear, good luck. Try to live up to this.
At Woodland, you've got the task of maintaining a golf course for private club members.
Listen, if the golf course is good, everything else is better.
So this is Woodland, and I got to assume this is Harvey Dent, assistant greenskeeper.
Harvey Dent. We're going back.
Is he the DA? I was speaking with the superintendent of Woodland and a few other superintendents.
Names?
It was a round table discussion.
My mailman's still mad at me because you prick. He really is.
So Hardy, a little upset there at the beginning, Joe, but I don't think he's too upset. But we'll get to maybe a little more.
Well, okay, so you heard all that. I have no problem. Just so you know, Hardy, I'm not infringing on anything. I work nights. I work at Descent, and I'm doing things on the side. I'm doing card shows, and I'm trying a new adventure. You saw Greg's story tonight. He was here. He's helping. He's a great video guy, does a ton of stuff. He's the guy behind it. I'm just a talent. He's really the talent. But anyways, goes a little further, I think.
Need to get to the meal, I think, Joe.
Yeah, let's hear what else was discussed this morning on the Fred and Friends show.
Now, I don't know how to describe the dish, but I'll describe it as this. Steak. Sliced steak.
Meat.
On a plate. So here is Joe. He's been, the man obviously sitting across from him, which is, this man's under a lot of pressure now. Joe is tasting what this man's devoted his life to. And Joe has about 4 strips of steak in front of him. It's cooked and everything. And Joe goes into experiencing steak as if for the first time.
Oh my God! To fake that crust. Look how thick this is. Look at the thickness.
Rapocchio, a nice short Irish name.
It's not Irish.
They have fun. I mean, look, it's not all sticks and balls.
It's not all stimp meters and green syringing.
No, there is time to cut up.
Yeah, exactly. Rapocchio, Peter Rapocchio, he's the head super at Concord. And I believe, without...
What do you believe, John? What do you think he believes? Aside from being the super at Concord, what is he?
He's a scratch golfer.
No, he landed the plane in the Hudson River.
Oh.
That's what he did.
So, Joe, I'm gleaning that Fred and Wallach seem to be quite on your side of this, I believe. Saying, I think we may have 2 different types of shows here.
Imagine. Because we have a morning show here, right?
We
have
do.
An afternoon show. And then there's, the middays.
We have a golf show.
We have a golf show.
We have a Rev show.
Revs.
I think.
Basketball, maybe.
Yep, Celtic show.
And then there is a night program.
We have a Sunday football show.
We do have that. A hockey show. Let's listen more of what happened today. Sounds like Hardy had an opinion about the show.
Yes, we're getting to that, Joe.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
As well be. And then the guy he was like, I want to cut them all down.
All right.
He's satisfied with that.
No. If that's what you feel, do you also feel that Joe is doing this show just so he can get 4 pounds of steak put in front of him with onion rings piled on top, and you go out there on the golf course for 10 minutes just so he can get to that free steak that he's going to be served half an hour later?
I was here one day where Joe was filling in.
Oh, jeez.
And someone named Dom called the call-in line.
Yeah.
Now
We don't need this.
This is a lot, Joe, but it does get to the. I believe the comment you're looking for is part of this.
Yes.
On sausage. He came.
But look, Joe's doing a golf show. Joe on the go, whatever he's doing, fine. You want to do that? Maybe I'll start doing a show where I just come in here and get stoned and play in or out for a half an hour. And put the intern on for an hour.
Hardy doesn't feel well. Leave Joe.
No.
Joe's great. There's room enough on this planet for Joe on the go. And then why don't you start self-financing a video of yourself?
I believe that was the audio you were looking for, Joe.
I heard the first time I didn't hear it that way, so I'm glad you replayed it. It sounds like he's going to start his own show where he gets stoned, plays in or out for a half hour, and then talks to the intern.
And a half hour is selling it. He's selling it a little short.
No, that was his own idea. That's not what we do, is it?
It's usually 45 minutes.
Do you have a problem with me having? Do people have a problem doing in or out for a long time?
I don't think so.
And
Joe.
having the interns on
you
the show.
want to talk Red Sox instead? I don't think so.
No, I'm actually really serious.
Joe, I will say in or out, the people enjoy, I think.
No, but do our colleagues think that that's what I do? I get stoned and we do in or out for an hour or 45 minutes and talk to the intern? Like, is that what is that what the write-up is of the show?
I mean, it's not completely false advertising, Joe. I mean, I think Hardy saw a shark in the water, Joe. He saw, he got a little. He saw someone infringing on his turf a little bit. His back's up, A cat sees a stranger in the house. They get their back up a little bit. Hardy saw you. Just one video. You're already on the course. You got connects everywhere. Hardy's worried about, what if you steal one of his superintendents or, cart girls or one of his cart barn guys or something that he has on Sunday mornings.
No shot, bro. You're the golf guy. I just went on the go at a golf course, had a hell of a time, and they fed me yes, they did feed me a 4-pound steak.
I mean, 4 pounds might be on the light
did
side.
Did you see the size of that thing?
Oh, yeah. That thing was basketball-sized steak.
Thick. 2 C's. Some guy in the chat. I love getting stoned. Another guy goes, I love in or out. Have Joe and Hardy? Of course we've co-hosted. We've worked together for 15 years.
I was going to say probably hundreds of times.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with Hardy at all. But I do feel like the guys poked him a little bit today.
No.
Hardy's like, yeah, how about I come up with an idea? We'll get stoned, we'll do it over half hour, and we'll talk to the intern.
I would, maybe one night this summer we have a Hardy submitted in or out. We get a list from the morning show, Joe, and they can decide in or out for that night. Now that's, I'm asking for them to do content for us, which usually it's Joe Murray doing content for them. But I think, we were close with Ryan Beaton. I think I can extend that ask.
We can all collab. It's called collaboration. But I am not a golfer, and I will not. If anything, I'm going to recommend people to Hardy. When hey, Joe, come to my golf course, that way you just give Hardy a call. But I would join the 18th hole, 19th hole, excuse me. I'll be doing Manny Del Carmen's golf tournament in August.
You didn't get in on the drone drop there, Joe?
Thinking about it. Might be some former Red Sox there.
I'd hope so. I also saw, maybe we can get to this later, but a family member of a former famous athlete is doing an event around here. Did you see that?
A famous athlete.
A family member of a famous athlete.
So a famous athlete who had a family member
is doing an event around here soon.
What's
tied to fatherhood, I believe.
Okay, what sport?
Football. There's one real famous one, Joe.
Bill Belichick?
How about Tom Brady Sr.'s getting in on it? I believe he's doing an event in the area soon.
Get out of here.
If I'm not mistaken. Little speaking engagement, which seems a little odd to me.
Some guy says, hey, Felger hates you, and now Hardy hates you.
Oh, no.
I don't think Felger hates me, does he?
I don't have that impression. I think he's quite fond, actually.
I don't feel like Felger hates me.
Raising the Goat, an evening with Tom Brady Sr., presented by Ringline Golf.
So Tom Brady's dad is like...
doing public speaking now?
Getting the money grab?
That seems... Wasn't he just not doing great health-wise, I feel? I don't know. That feels odd.
Damn right.
If I'm I don't know, a multi-millionaire, I don't think my 70-something-year-old father's doing some public speaking. But what do I know, Joe? That's interesting. I saw that today.
Tom Brady Sr.
You going to go to that speech?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And I don't know anyone associated with it, so maybe I shouldn't say anything.
He is a thoroughbred, though. That guy conceived the greatest quarterback of all time. Maybe we have to listen to what he says.
You're saying if he was in the Derby, Joe, he would have had a good life.
Hell yeah. How many horses are tied to what horse was it that?
I think every single one this year was related to what's it, Seabiscuit there, Joe?
Sure.
Where's Street Team Joe in Indiana?
Where is he?
He's not feeling well. We lost him.
Well, when I heard it this morning, it sounded better when I heard it later on. Don't think Hardy's in the drug business anymore.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But it would be funny. Seeing Hardy stoned. Hey, man, we're back on the golf course there, man.
I mean, I think obviously Hardy and Fred are, they're Hardy and Fred, but I'd like a stoned John Wallach for in or out. I'd like to see that bird out of its cage.
Shazowie. Skaz, they're taking me off the night show.
Oh, near the holiday, right?
So July 3rd, it will be myself and James Stewart.
Oh, that's some good wrestling. You know what, Joe? You guys might get some big-time news around the 4th of July because that's when the NBA likes to do it.
NBA.
And some of the reports this week was they're dragging their feet. So you've had some big news on the 4th of July before, I believe, Joe.
I'll share it again. I did 4 hours on July 4th. Hours! And when I left, Tyler Sagan got traded. 1 year I got pulled off the beach. I was with Sarge. Got pulled off the beach to come in, and we actually thought that Kevin Durant was coming to Boston. That was the famous Tom Brady, Kelly Olynyk walk in the Hamptons. I was pulled off the beach. I was at Plum Island. Hey, Joe, do you think you can come in and do a special on NBC Sports? Yeah. Me and Sarge. 4th of July. Those were the days. Anyways. Would you rather listen to the Red Sox down by 3 runs or listen to Tom Brady Sr. speak? It's a good would you rather for Thursday.
I mean, I know the ending with the Red Sox. I kind of know the ending with Tom Brady Sr., I think, too. The Red Sox, they'll give you another fascinating way to lose, though, every night, whether it's a booted ball, a misplay, another horrible ABS challenge. Maybe we should dive into some of those numbers, Joe. Those are getting
the sit-on ref yellow
egregious, comical at this point. I think I still lean Red Sox. They're trending to such pure levels of bad that it's almost turning the corner on. Let's see how bad it can get and watch.
It's so bad, it's like not probable. Right? Like some of the numbers, like what you mentioned there, differential, -9.
13, I think it was.
Or 13. I bet you we could look up, Skaz. there might never have been a team that's a 13-run differential with under 30 wins. Could you look that up, Derek? I know I'm putting you to work tonight. I'm sorry, but just lowest differential in wins. I don't know. I will have to figure that out. But JP is in North Providence, and he wants to talk, and therefore he gets to speak.
Joe on the go, a bag of Murray. I love it. Joe, I heard it firsthand this morning. Let me tell you, I don't care how you replay it, but any of us that heard it, the animosity was there. It was there. There was some shots over the bow, Joe.
It's okay. I love it. I love Hardy. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, it's great, especially if you cut into the golf show. You know, there's 4 of us that call the golf show and listen to it, you know, and 3 of them, listen to you at night. So the following's there. I want to know, is Joe on the go going to have more remotes? That's the important thing.
Not sure if remotes are involved in this, but who knows, JP? Maybe Joe on the go can come to North Providence.
What are you going to be driving, though? We need, something with, the Wienermobile or something, and the Napa truck. What's the Joe on the go? Was it good to, have a Dom's sausage on the top? Have it sponsored. Joe, I'm telling you, have Dom sponsor it. It'd be outstanding.
Yeah, that'd be great. What about a Roach Coach if I drove in that?
No, I'm going with the sausage mobile. I'm sorry. You've got to. You'll be doing that. You're going to have card shows, remote card shows from it. Joe, it's opening up a whole new thing. And let me tell you, if you do the golf one, you want to do a segment on how to cheat at golf, I got you on that. Can give them some side tips here, anything you want, but we need some visual there. It'd be like, the street team, but a whole new generation of it.
I'll think about it. What's going on?
T-shirts. Where's the T-shirts? Have we got T-shirts yet? I'm ready.
Well, listen. You wait until Sunday. I'm dropping something hot. And
you're going to do a Sunday morning show?
I will not. No, I don't want to. No. Nope. I do television, and then I do this at night, and it's enough for me now.
Oh, we'll listen for the drop, Joe. This could be. I'm telling you, it's a whole new thing.
Yeah, you got to get on social media, dude, because digital's the new way.
Yeah, I got on social media, and that's how I ended up playing basketball in 2 gyms, Joe. Let's not go there again. I'm out.
You're out.
That's a hot in or out, Joe. But 54 Rocky. The point there in Gloucester Sunday was gorgeous. Had a great time.
Oh, yeah?
Love the lunch there. Very good.
I'm actually going to be out there 4th of July weekend, so.
Yeah, you got to hit that, and then Holy Cow ice cream right near the center of town. Outstanding.
Yeah, they're great. I'm more of a Dairy Maid, but yes, Holy Cow is very good.
Oh, yeah, they get some of the flavorings a little bit bizarre. One of them, I thought it was my grandmother's gravy I was having as an ice cream. It had bay leaf or something in it, but it tasted like pot and ice cream. For anybody that's up in that area has got to try it. Yeah, it had a bay leaf ice cream in it. Had like a greeny taste. Who knows?
Well, I'm going to be out there. There's a lot of good stuff in Gloucester.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful town, and there's parts I haven't even been to yet.
But Cut's a great place to go. You shoot some pool.
Cut, yeah.
Oh, great place. Hear a band, play some pool.
Yep.
Again, if you need tips, if you're doing a Joe on a go, I can help you how to cheat at pool, too. It's easy. Anything you need, we could do the nice remote, Joe. The fans will be out there. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, I'm working on it. This one drops this week, and then we'll see where the next one goes. But Joe is happy to go on the go.
Outstanding, Joe.
All right, man. Everything good?
Everything's good. We're having a good week.
All right. It's only Thursday.
4 more days to go. Thanks, Joe.
Later, buddy. Thank you. JP and MP. Someone says I should go to Rainham's, guys. We're in the town of James Scaramuzzino.
Why not, Joe? Come on down.
Other famous people like Lizzie Borden.
She's from Rainham?
I don't know.
We had King Philip's Head for a while.
Okay, there you go. Who else? Anybody else from Rainham? I don't even know who's from Rainham. But let's break. We'll get back on track. And you're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
It's brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. Well, our both teams to score just was a fingertip away.
It vanished before your eyes.
Well, the goalie could be hurt, so maybe that will help. It's 1-0 right now, Mexico.
Yeah.
Both teams. Derek Olson, our intern, is in studio.
Yeah, in the street team Joe position.
Did you hear one of our colleagues say Joe just does in or out for a half hour and then talks to the intern?
Hey, I think it's great. I think it's great radio. Do you want to talk about the Sox?
Do you?
I do not.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? I don't know.
It could be about anything. Doesn't have to be about sports. Like, what's up at school? What's going on at home?
I started my first day as a camp counselor today. I worked from 8 to 5. Ugh. It was a long day. I was with 5-year-olds. 13 5-year-olds for 9 hours.
Are you doing it tomorrow, too?
Yep. I'll be there tomorrow as well.
Do you have the scaries right now?
A little bit.
Did you guys swim at all?
Yeah, there's pool time. There was like an hour and 20 minutes designated pool time today, but a couple kids wanted to sit out, so I got to sit out of the pool today.
I went to camp. What kind of camp is this? Like a sports
This is the YMCA summer camp.
I went to a YMCA camp.
Yeah.
So kids play basketball. No.
Yeah, there's court sports, there's gaga ball. It's like scheduled around different areas of the camp throughout the day.
What do you guys do for lunch? Do lunch come in, or are they...
no, they bring their own. We bring our own.
What was for lunch?
For me, bag of Doritos, some Oreos, some Pringles, some Goldfish, a fruit roll-up. The kids were calling me unhealthy. They were calling me out.
Well, they don't know your palate.
No, they do not. All of 98.5 knows it now, though. Kevin was talking to me before when I came in here.
I'm sorry, all of what?
Oh, sorry, 98.5. I'm unlearning it.
Know what else I do to the kids, the interns?
Yeah.
They say we. We don't play for the teams.
Oh, no.
So it's the name of the team.
Yeah.
I'm just busting your balls.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm going to keep you on your toes, man. So camp counselor, I was a camp counselor once.
Yeah.
Showed up early, made sure we took attendance. We'd play wiffle ball. And then we'd have swim time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we'd have to make sure all the kids got on the bus. I don't know if you have a bus situation.
We have parent pickup. We walk the kids to pick up.
What made you want to do this?
Well, I had this, and then I need something full-time to earn some cheddar and keep myself busy.
Oh, yeah. You need money.
Yeah, I'm going abroad to London in the fall, so I need some cash.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Studying abroad in London.
Maybe you should go. You ever go canning before?
What is canning?
You take a can and you sit in the traffic and you have people give you money.
Oh, okay.
You've done that?
No.
Maybe you can have a bake sale.
A bake sale. What should I sell?
Brownies, cookies, lemonade.
Lemonade?
Just don't let anyone rob you.
You think anyone's going to buy lemonade from the 20-year-old on the side of the road?
Who needs to go to London and needs money? I want to talk to a guy named David.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, David, how are you?
What's up, David?
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
How you doing? Say hi to Derek.
Good. What up, Derek?
What up, Dave?
Mark, boys. I just wanted to ask you, Joe, a quick question. So, whenever I get out of a bar, I usually don't know what to get for food because I'm a little tipsy at that point. I'm just craving Chinese food. I usually just go for pizza, but I was just going to ask you, what do you think is your go-to Chinese spot in Peabody, if you had to pick?
Lucky House, across from next to Bill and Bob's.
Lucky House. I don't think I've ever been there. I live in West Peabody myself. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's a hole in the wall.
Oh, man. Is it like underratedly good?
It's cheap and it's good.
Cheap and
I like it better than the Jade.
You like it better than Jade? Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I've never heard someone say that. That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, thank you for taking.
Yeah, and there's always green tea too if you have to.
Green tea? Isn't that on Route 1?
It's in Peabody.
Yeah, Peabody, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about now.
Drive safe. That's the show, Derek.
Yeah, you changed his life there.
Did anybody ever call you and ask you where to go to eat?
No. No.
So when you go to Venus, do you just eat cheese pizza?
Yeah, cheese pizza, and then the fam gets some cheese fries with bacon. Pick off some of those.
Do you eat your own pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just want a full...